Hello, hello! Welcome to Simulacra Studios presents Vampire the Masquerade Burn It Down. We are back at it in the action with the Devil's Playground arc. If you can see somewhere on the screen somewhere, I think maybe over there, we are now part of the Dark Pack, which is White Wolf's new user agreement for using their content. So we're abiding by all of their rules, dear masters. Um, but I'm going to go ahead and we're going to get into the action and bring everybody in. Oh, wait, everybody's already in. Hey, everybody. So here are our vampires for this evening, and I'll let them introduce themselves.
I am James Davey. I'll be playing Alex Mars, also known as DJ Second Sight.
Womp, 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 womp.
Womp womp. Resident Malkavian, visionary, and drug addict.
Hello, everyone. I'm McKenna, and I'm going to be playing Cadence Hughes, the trash gremlin Gangrel of the group. Who doesn't like you very much.
Oh, no.
I'm Dylan. I'm going to be playing Madison Faircloth. He is the Ventrue logistical paperwork demon of the coterie. He likes people probably a little bit more.
Hi, my name is Mo, and I'm going to be playing Willow tonight, and she has boxes to pack.
All right, great. And we will be joined by Mr. Matthew Mallis at a dramatically appropriate moment.
This monster?
Yes, and then a piece of stuff.
We'll let Dylan finish his business.
Which should be the big one.
Anyway, so we're going to go ahead and let's talk to Alex for a little bit. So last session, you were at the foot of your haven that had been burned to the ground. You were able to extract the cup, the oh so precious obsidian cup, and you were gripped by a vision of ill portent, and you just sort of got the impression that being with this cup around your coterie wouldn't be a good idea.
And there should be sodas.
Sorry. And so you basically went to your haven, kind of hid out for a little bit, let the sun go down, and it's the next night now. So if you could go ahead and roll hunger for me, please.
Okie dokie. I succeed.
Great. Yeah, so when you wake up, that feeling has sort of washed over you. You feel like whatever nebulous danger was associated with the cup in that particular moment has passed. So you feel comfortable to get back in touch with your coterie. As for the rest of you, Willow and Madison are in the Sedite Temple. And yeah, stuff's happened. You're gonna have to figure that out. That out, Alex.
Oh God.
I'm sorry, the Ministry Temple. And you have just essentially taken care of the business that you had there, as far as the Banu Hakim assassins. And I believe we left it with you guys making arrangements to drop those off at a warehouse near Cam territory.
Yeah. I recall after our gentle tussle, Willow was like, "You fucking do it."
Yeah. So she had put that in the care of Madison.
Yeah, I was just like, if you want to do this, you do it. Whatever, boss. Live your life.
And Willow, you have over the course of the night had a few messages from Hancock, but I believe you said you were not responding to those.
I'm not responding to them right now. I'm dealing with a lot of negative feelings, definitely. There's some positive feelings deep down in these negative feelings.
I see.
But I've got shit to take care of right now, immediately, and Daddy's just gonna have to wait for a little bit.
Oh shit! So are you basically like you've left Madison to take care of that? Are you leaving the temple?
Yeah, no. I fucking Uber home.
You Uber home. Okay. Are you going back to your haven?
Yeah. I'm going back to my haven because if people are firebombing shit.
Gotcha. Okay. So yeah, you're heading back. You're heading back to your haven. We'll get back with you in a little bit. Madison, So you and Willow have had your little tense moment.
It'll be
and
fine.
It's
It'll
fine.
blow over.
What could possibly go wrong? So you are still in the temple, or the facility, or whatever they want to call it. Basically you have made the arrangements to get those packages dropped off. You do remember that Sister Lynn, essentially once your business is done, Sister Lynn is available to talk to if you want to. But other than that, you're a free kindred. So what's your plan right now?
Time to start shopping for a new haven.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
Yeah.
Because these guys are nice, but I'm not staying here.
Fair enough. So are you staying at the temple, or are you heading
for
out?
For now, yes.
Okay, for now you're staying at the temple. And Cadence, you're in kind of an extended stay hotel suite that your brother Ghoul had arranged for, and are currently tolerating Reagan's coming down.
Tolerating is a good word for it.
She has popped something from a prescription bottle, and has brewed some herbal tea, and she's sort of in the process of calming down and centering herself. So she's not like directly interacting with you at this moment.
Okay. Cadence is just gonna give her whatever time she needs,
Mm-hmm.
and she's gonna say to herself, just gonna be quiet. This is not the time to get upset at anything. Even though she very much is annoyed, now's not the time to be annoyed, and she's actually gonna try to be less frustrated.
Okay, so now that we've checked in with everyone, I would say, Alex, like I say, you're in your haven. You've sort of calmed down from that vision, and you are free to make moves or contact anyone you may wish to contact.
So I'm probably going to contact Madison first.
Okay.
Just text, hey, I'm sorry I had to get out of there in a hurry. That thing that happens to me happened. Where is everybody?
We are at insert address. Specifically, Madison would probably kind of pin out a GPS route of roughly approximating how they were brought here.
Sure.
Recognizing that just having him drive right up is probably not for the best.
No, that's smart. And you recognize it's a location in Vinings,
Okay.
Alex.
I'll head out there.
Okay, cool.
I will notify the hosts of Alex coming to join us. They did invite the coterie, so
that is true. They did.
Boundaries.
So Alex, you make your way over there. Are you bringing the cup with you?
Put the cup in its own mini backpack, just by itself.
I would say, since I don't really know where I'm going right now.
Mm-hmm. Well, I will say that you do.
I'm going to have the cup with me because I don't trust anybody else to hold on to.
Fair enough. You do remember that last time you were in Vitings, that it was you were fairly certain it was Ministry territory. Like that, you had run into some Ministry kindred, and you're pretty sure that that's their area.
Do I know that these guys are Setites?
And you can put two and two together. That you are fairly certain that they have domain in this area. You've met them in this area before, and You're going to Vinings, so that you can do the math pretty easily. You can make your way fairly easily from Buckhead to Vinings, and you are. It's a very nondescript building. It sort of straddles the line between commercial and residential. There's not a lot of signs or anything. It's the sort of building that a company or family would have to not be noticed. But it is fairly large, and it does have external fencing and security measures. But you basically make your way there. How are you getting there? Like, you're going by Uber, getting a personal driver?
I'll have one of my personal drivers take me.
Absolutely. They let your car in, and you are escorted to a section of the building, sort of in one of the corners of the building, where you are escorted to this sort of very nicely appointed guest suite part of the facility, where you see Madison sort of tapping away on a nice laptop, and there's the like I said, the furnishings are very top of the line, very very sort of neutral in style and flavor. There's nothing too distinct other than it's nice. But yeah, so the two of you are seeing each other.
So I'll kind of walk over to you. I've still got my hood up. Hey, man, I'm sorry. Sorry about that.
Oh, it's fine. It happens.
What are we doing here?
We were extended a very generous and extensively reviewed complimentary stay here at the Ministry's compound.
I have some questions.
Go ahead.
We are staying at the Ministry's compound and not one of the Anarch compounds because of what?
They were the first ones to invite us. And the Ministry in the city is formally affiliated with the Anarch movement.
Formally affiliated, yes, but do you know who these guys are?
Oh yes. That's why I said thoroughly reviewed.
Gotcha.
But we have some commonalities, such as our opinions on political leaders who rely on inappropriate means to retain control over their factions, for example.
We have a lot of very close similarities ideologically with the types of people that make up the Ministry. There's a couple of higher tier ideological stances that they take that I have some pretty strong issue with, but I don't suspect it'll be a problem while we're here.
No. Right now we're just finding our feet.
Fair enough. So I've got that thing that we talked about. It's in my backpack. And I feel very strongly that it is likely that whoever burned down our haven might have been looking for it.
Interesting. The interrogation we undertook did imply that our haven was... they were more interested in Garcia than the haven, but I won't deny that it is possible we missed the tack there, even though it was quite a thorough interrogation.
That's great. Have we reached out to Baron Tren to let him know that his territory was attacked by the Camarilla?
No, not yet.
That's going to be quite a conversation.
It is, and I certainly would like to not be one to undertake that solo for reasons.
Sure. I'd love to be there with you in case he kills us all.
Oh, that's not what I'm worried about. The killing isn't what I'm worried about.
That's always what I'm worried about, Madison. Always.
I think I could take him.
Really? Oh.
Yeah, he seems like a bitch.
Well, aren't you sexy? Anyway.
Let me make a note.
Hold on one moment. Allow me to make a note.
Increase his stats by 10% across.
No, I'm just noting that Madison thinks he can take Baron Tran. I'm just making that general note.
I'm not saying anything. Right, well, great. So I think that we should get together as a coterie and do a ritual of some kind.
I agree.
Really?
Willow is pissed at me right now, so probably not going to be tonight.
What did you do to Willow?
Well, I didn't do anything to her. It's really a matter of what we didn't do, which was murdering those three fellows.
I don't fully understand. Why did she? Okay.
We didn't kill them, and she wanted to kill them.
Right, but we had them at our mercy, so of course we didn't kill them.
I agree.
Ah. Okay. Well. Okay.
It'll be fine. It'll all
It's-
blow over.
Everything's going to work out.
Yeah.
I definitely think that's true.
So Willow.
Hi.
So yeah, you've made it. You've definitely made it to your haven. You've had a conversation with your roommate.
Yeah.
And she's not happy about it, but she understands.
Yeah. I feel like she's sort of been around me long enough to see these weird ups and downs that I go through. And that maybe she's perceiving this as being one of those.
Mm-hmm.
But she's always been pretty good to me. She's always watched out for me. And so her not wanting to leave me alone when I'm emotionally volatile, it's good for my heart.
Mm-hmm.
It's good to know that she cares.
Yeah.
But she sure does have to pack her bags and fucking get out. She sure is being sent fucking back to LA because people are burning fucking houses down. And
Yeah.
I
She is
don't know what I would do.
in the process of packing her stuff. You know, well, your name isn't on the lease, but you know, as good as your name is on the lease.
Yeah, essentially.
So she has really no leg to stand on as far as that's concerned.
Yeah.
And you know, her social safety net is back in LA. So
Yeah, it's her family's there, you know.
So yeah, that's happening. She's mobilizing.
Yeah.
So with that taken care of, what are you doing right now?
So I send her with a parcel.
Mm-hmm.
Like as she's packing up, I also go to my like little office and everything, and I write up some letters for her to distribute to people back in LA. Some of them are to people that I used to know. Some are to her family who are cautious of me for stealing their daughter to Atlanta for unknown reasons.
I mean, there is that.
And some are purely business.
Gotcha.
But she does write up a couple of letters and instructs her very clearly. Post these once you are in LA, not beforehand. And I'm very dire about it.
She just kind of nods, she clearly doesn't want to like directly engage with you, so she's throwing herself into the work of getting herself packed. But she acknowledges that, and she takes the parcels and puts them in her bags.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's the biggest thing that she is definitely taking care of right now. She is packing up. She's probably going to help her pack up her things.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, Cadence.
Yes.
So maybe about 20-ish minutes go by, and you sort of see Reagan pick herself up off the floor and just sort of arrange herself in one of the couches and put her clothes a little bit more on. And she takes a big, slow sip of her tea and says, "Okay, head's a little clearer now."
Okay. Good. It's kind of hard to hold a conversation, I guess. I mean, I'm not gonna judge folks for having a little fun once in a while, but not great for conversation.
I understand. It's not just fun, but I understand.
That makes sense. Yeah. How are you doing?
She's like, "I'm all right. I mean, all this is a lot to get used to, but I'm apparently doing it with flying colors."
Okay, well that's good. That's good.
So I remember you said you wanted to get in touch with the Wolfies.
Yeah.
You sure that's a good idea?
Well, no, not entirely. But I it's something I gotta do, and the one that I'm specifically asking for actually gave me a business card that I kind of threw in the trash like an idiot. So
What was
she,
it?
I don't remember her name, but she's like really like nice in like that annoying mom way.
Oh, her.
Yeah.
Yeah, I met her a couple times. She is a very annoying mom type,
Mm,
but also like really spiritually powerful.
okay. Good to know.
So, yeah, I can like tonight or just whenever or what's
Probably not tonight. I got a lot of stuff I gotta deal with.
She's like-
But yeah, soon-ish, like within the week.
Aren't you still missing part of your shoulder?
Yes.
she yeah. She's like, "Okay, I can work on it." Um
Thanks.
we normally meet them on the tavern on the green when we have meetings
Okay.
in Piedmont. That seems to be a pretty neutral place. I don't know where
Okay.
that stands as far as you guys are concerned.
I mean, if she agrees to meet and we both agree to keep claws in our hands, then I'm cool with that.
I'm all right. All right. I just wanted to let you know, and if that was a thing. But yeah, no. Okay. Anything else?
A lot of things. I'm not sure which ones are more important because, like, this is the first time we've actually gotten to talk after the whole hiking in the woods thing, and
Yeah, that
a
was
lot
a.
of things I want to ask, but I'm not sure if I've got time to ask them.
I mean, yeah, that was a thing. Like, that was a really powerful, important, awesome, scary thing.
Uh-huh.
But I mean, yeah, I mean, I don't know what I can answer, but I mean, shoot.
I mean, most. I mean, it's mostly about you, because, like, it's been forever, and, like, I know where you go to school, and I know that you know magic and stuff, but I don't really know a lot about, like, what you do, and I
Oh.
want to.
Okay, I mean, what's there to say? Like, bounced around the system, kind of finally found a home uh, in Alabama. Um, yeah, it's not great, especially not for people like me. Um, but yeah, got a scholarship to here, and hooked up with Vivian and all them. It's not like exciting until it got really, really exciting. Nothing else super bad happened.
Okay.
Just,
That's good.
normal high school trauma.
Yeah, high school is a bitch. Yeah, no, that's good to know that you doing okay now. Oh God, how do I actually converse about like normal shit?
That's a good question. I don't think normal is. I mean, what's normal anymore?
Well, I mean, normal for me is like threatening to punch people's teeth in, but this is a situation where that would not be warranted.
Oh, yeah, please don't.
No, never.
Yeah, good. But yeah, I mean, it's just. It's life,
Okay. All right. So those questions sort of out of the way. Slightly more important questions / statements / getting everything out in the open. So, weird shit is going down in this city, and my friends and I are trying to figure it out and work it so that the weird shit goes away and doesn't, maybe. result in a whole lot of death and destruction, or well, at the very least, our folk. I don't know about you guys, but
Okay. I mean, yeah. I mean, I don't know how. I mean, I wouldn't. So apparently, there's this thing called the Ascension War that's happening.
okay,
Jesus.
that's something. All right, that was not what I was talking about.
Like
Maybe.
you're talking about weird shit, and that's the weird big boogin that's happening in our neck of the woods.
Okay, all right. I will keep that in mind.
Like it's not like a thing that's happening on the street. It's more of a thing that's happening across like all the layers of reality.
And now suddenly I see
Oh.
why you needed drugs. Okay.
Yeah, no, it's not just here. I have to be able to see everywhere.
Oh, okay. I'm so sorry. But,
But, like, That's like a thing for like old graybeard things to take care of. Like they try to keep the neophytes out of most of it. But apparently it's gone back and forth a couple of times over the past like couple of years, and like it's real nebulous because I don't know much about it. I just know that there's our side and their side are huge dicks, and so that's and they're all like, oh, everything has to be science and magic is bad, and but they use magic too, so fuck them.
okay. All right. So maybe that's related. I don't know. But here's what I'm working with. Something weird is going on in Atlanta specifically.
I mean, yeah.
Stuff that involves like, okay, so there's people like me who are regular, garden variety dead folks, and then there are the ones who are like super old and
Yeah.
will like kill you by staring at you,
Okay.
and those are the ones we're worried about.
Well, shit.
And something is going on with some that were sleeping somewhere in here in this city, and now they're moving, and we most certainly do not want them to move. And it's affecting other things in the city. There was this weird, like, plants were dying. There was like one of the other like political bigwigs in with my folks like actually got possessed. It was real creepy.
Oof.
And then there are these, and she. Surprise, surprise! Cadence is hungry, or pulls out her
boy.
paws.
She's like, oh, those are wicked.
Yeah. And I got these when I was out with you.
Oh.
So
Okay.
that, put two and two together. I don't want you to be mixed up in this, but I gotta be prepared for the eventuality that you are.
Okay. I mean, like.
So I've been doing my best to like not say anything about it, but the cat's out of the bag right now that I have them. So I need you to like be on your guard.
I mean, we generally don't like pal around with the dead types that much.
But people know me, and I know you, and I am worried about, that.
No, I get you. No, I get you. I mean, I'm not gonna go, sticking my head in any dark alleys anytime soon,
Okay.
which is where I assume. Anyway, but like, so I used to play D&D a lot,
Okay.
and like my table, we had this thing. I'm like, this is just me like brainstorming here. Like whenever we were outmatched by something, we used a strategy that we like to call helping dicks be dicks to other dicks.
I like
Sorry.
I like the cut of your jib. Keep going.
So like
classic.
these super like dicky techno mage guys, like they don't like anything that isn't like normal. So I don't know, maybe sick the Terminators on your big old vampires.
I
don't know how to make that happen, but they can do some crazy shit.
Okay, I will keep that in mind. I will certainly present the option to the rest of my group. But yeah.
So like, okay, so like, what do you want me to do?
Aside from get me in touch with Wolf Mom,
I can do that.
if you see anything weird, and I mean like something that puts you off the way I put you off when you first got your magic, anything like that,
Okay, I mean, yeah, no, I can
or
definitely.
anything that makes you feel unsafe, you can let me know, or Benji, the guy who got the room.
I don't
can let-
think he likes me very much.
I mean, you were kind of a handful when I got here, so I will try to smooth that over. Try maybe not to be in a drugged out stupor next time you talk to him.
I make no promises.
God damn it.
Dude, drugs are magic.
Yes, but also, it's a lot easier for someone to stab you between the ribs when you're tripping on LSD than it is when you are not.
It is like way easier for me to like blow up someone's brain when I'm on LSD. Not that I can do that, but you know what I'm talking about.
I meaning, fine. You win. But, that said,
Ooh, I win. I like winning.
but yeah, no, I will try to smooth things over with him. I will give you my number. You can just text me.
Sure, yeah, no, cool.
Okay. And, one other thing. Okay, so the claws that I got from the thing in the woods. You said that thing was you, right? Or part of you?
I can't explain it. Having magic means you have a thing called an avatar. And it's like, it's you, but it's like you and all your previous incarnations, like kind of like in that show. I don't know if you watch TV, but it's also like the part of you that's connected to all reality and all magic, and it is. I barely understand it, but it's like super you. And like when I said it was me, I think my avatar and whatever that was have some sort of relation to each other. Like they're close, whatever they are. I can't get. It's not like I can talk to my avatar, but I just sort of get that impression when I try and invest, like when I try and commune with it.
So, and this goes back to the reason why I think you're going to get mixed up in this, whether you want to or not.
Mhm.
So we also got our own mythology that I know a little bit about. And so first vampire ever was Cain, like in the Bible.
Okay. I mean,
And-
I have no means to gainsay you, but sure.
So, and then he learned all of his supernatural power stuff, or not all of it, but a lot of it from Lilith, also of Judeo-Christian whatever.
Yeah.
And then he fucked off like a massive douche, and she hates him.
I mean, that tracks for most of mythological male figures, but yeah.
Yeah. So these claws, most of the people I know in my folks who know supernatural stuff and whatnot seem to think these came from Lilith. So if
So, was Lilith the vampire, or what?
No, I don't think so. But they think that they are related to her, so that leads me to believe that's somehow tied up with this avatar thing that you have. And then you got that moon thing on you, which is apparently like a symbol.
Birthmark? Just a birthmark. I
Mm.
mean, it's a little weird, but it's just a birthmark.
I mean, it looks exactly like a symbol that some of our folks are using in, I
Okay.
guess, at mythological, esoteric, abstract symbology. I don't know. Maybe Vivian knows something about it.
I can talk to Vivian about it. I mean,
Okay.
especially with like Vivian and her tradition, there's this concept of the goddess.
Uh-huh.
And Lilith is one of the names that gets associated with it, but like so does like Gaia and Luna and Athena, and like it's sort of like pan feminine goddess energy. So I don't know.
Okay.
I can talk to Vivian about it, and maybe I can commune with my avatar. That's so weird
Do whatever
to do.
you want to do.
It's
I'm just
so
asking you to be
weird.
careful.
It's so hard. I can be careful. Like,
Yeah.
I don't think my avatar would ever hurt me, but it will confuse the shit out of me.
Okay. All right. And just be careful in general, because, like I
Oh,
said,
yeah, no.
if you are like important in this, like I think you are, like, and other people find out, that's going to be a real bad time for both of us.
Okay, no, I'll keep it all under wraps, put some
Okay.
concealer on when I... Okay, whatever.
All right. Cool. Thanks.
We good?
I think so. Yeah.
She, like, moves a little closer to you and, like, kind of, like, raises her hands up a little bit in the hug position, but then, like, backs down when you don't go for it.
Cadence, like, actually, it looks like she's actually thinking about it. And then she goes and she looks up and she pats Reagan on the shoulder. She says, "Good talk."
Okay. All right. So yeah, you wrap things up with her. And she basically gets an Uber out of there. And you're gonna let Benji know that it's all clear.
Yeah, give him the all clear.
Cool. Yeah. So unless you want to talk to him any.
No, she's
Okay,
gonna
cool.
say all clear, and then she'll say, "I'll get back to you tomorrow night on what the status of the apartment is."
Cool. All right. And where are you gonna head?
She's going to send a text to Madison and ask him what the plan is.
Okay. So Madison, you get that text as you're kind of talking with Alex over the details of what's been going on.
So yeah, everybody's kind of, oh, hey, speak of the devil. And, I'm muted. So everybody's kind of, oh, hey, speak of the devil. That is Cadence. And he'll respond, we're going to meet back at our host's place for tonight. Alex is here.
So we're staying with the Sedites another night?
Yeah.
Fantastic! You get that in all caps. And then
She's
she
really
just...
excited.
Is there an emoji with the fantastic? Or
She
is
has
it
a
just,
flip phone. She can't do emojis.
Just colon in
I.
parentheses.
She hopes that the 3 exclamation points will convey sarcasm. Apparently it did not.
No,
Ooh.
she's so excited.
Oh, our modern times.
I'm so excited about her being so excited. Everything's going great.
And then another text is like, be there in, 20, 30, however long
Sure.
it takes to get back.
Yeah.
All right, and then Madison will send Willow a text that says, "Hey, Alex is okay. Thought you would want to know."
I imagine when he sends that, I'm probably still packing stuff. I haven't looked at my phone.
Mm-hmm.
I was getting a lot of messages and they were stressing me out. So
Okay.
anytime it buzzes, I'm just like, no, right now. So I'm probably not going to get that for like another 30 minutes. Ruh-roh.
No, she's back.
Okay, she's back. So you'll probably get a response in about 30 minutes after I've literally sent this girl in an Uber to a plane
Gotcha.
Nice.
to the airport.
Okay, yeah. So basically, you get that response about the time Cadence shows up and is escorted into the guest area.
Yeah.
So what do you respond?
Have fun? I don't know. I feel like I'm debating on whether or not she would feel comfortable going back there right now.
If there is a delay in response, then she would also have another text like 15 minutes later that says he would like to see everybody.
He or Alex is what you mean.
Yeah.
She'll actually say that. Alex? Question mark?
Yes.
Does it have to be at the Sedite temple? Question mark? Or does it have to be at the temple? Question mark?
Not necessarily. I'm planning to stay here at least one more night, though.
You get a flat fare with no period.
Oh no.
Oh no.
She's mad.
Yeah, I didn't punctuate or send any sort of like face with it.
Yeah, that's
She
ultimate
communicated like a millennial. We're done.
We're fucked. It's over. It's fucking over.
She'll probably give you guys a call in a little bit after she has secured her friend and
Sure.
also taken a look at her house. Like, do I need to move? Like she looks down the hallway where, like, you know, she's helping her roommate Maria pack up on her side of the house, and then she looks at her side of the house down her hallway with the bathroom in her office, and she's just like, I don't even know where to begin.
It's like one side is normal, the other side is like Silent Hill.
Yeah, that is literally what's happening. And she's just like, oh my god, I think I have to move. She finds a broom.
Okay.
She's finally gonna do it, guys. It's been so many sessions. She's finally gonna clean up the glass.
Nice.
Christ.
Oh God.
So yeah, there's some texting going back and forth as Cadence shows up at the temple.
Oh, can I glance very briefly at the text sent from Hancock?
Yeah, it's.
I don't want to open them. Like, I want to see like the first few words.
Like, yeah. It's just hearing bad things. Where are you? You know, just
When I see
pretty.
where are you?
It sounds anxious.
All right. When I sort of like get the tone off of that, like my ears perk up. I'm just like, oh.
Oh, he's worried about me.
You're worried about me. You get it. She's just like, oh, he's worried about me. I'll wait a little bit longer, then I'll text back.
Okay.
And then she tries to sweep, and it probably doesn't go great.
No, it's one of those like executive dysfunction moments. Like there's so much to do.
Yeah, just like sits down, like has to sit down on the counter, just be like, maybe I just need a different broom. I have like 12 of them. I keep buying more brooms. Like this will be the one that changes it. Picks up another broom and tries again and just can't.
Love it. So yeah.
How are you just gonna at me like that?
I'm sorry. She has depression.
So you Cadence, you show up back at the temple. Alex and Madison are there. One of the attendants has essentially visited while you're there, just basically checking in on you, making sure you need anything. She hands a tablet to you, Alex, and says, if you like, you can fill this out. It's just, preferences for any services that we might be able to provide. It's all cryptologically locked. It goes to a database. No one really sees it. It's just, if you need anything, we know what you like.
Sure. And I'll absolutely fill it out.
Yeah, it is. it is surprisingly how detailed. Like obviously they have places for you to fill stuff in, but like you don't really have to fill anything in because they have an option for pretty much anything that you might like as far as feeding, accommodations, party favors.
All right. My fill out is, believe it or not, relatively boring.
Ah.
I mean, once you get past the fact that I'm asking for tons of psychedelic drugs,
Oh yeah,
like
nothing.
once that's boring to you, I'm just a guy who likes acid.
Noted. Yeah, and it is essentially there is a biometric lock on it, so that it all that data is keyed to you. Yeah. And as I said, Cadence shows up, and Madison, you're still trading texts with Willow sporadically.
Hey,
Yeah.
Alex.
Yo,
How you doing? You okay?
I'm doing. Yeah, everything's great. I mean, no, I mean everything's bloody terrible, but it's no differently terrible than it was before. If that makes any sense.
Okay, nothing's worse. That's all I need.
Nothing is worse. That's a really good way of
Gotcha.
saying that. Yeah.
Gotcha.
How are you?
Shit.
Huh. Yeah. Right on.
No, I just. It's been an interesting evening.
Gotten anywhere with those mages? Have you?
A little bit.
Good. That's exactly what I wanted to hear. Is a little bit. That's not
Okay.
terrifying in the least.
Okay, yeah. Also, Madison. The East Street
Mhm.
Boys, they're super, or at least Trayvon's like super antsy about Nikki. Like,
Hmm.
I told him to, just keep an eye on him. He said it wasn't normal Bruja temper fuckery.
It's the kind of temper fuckery that comes from a conditioning.
Right. So I said that to keep an eye on him, just, whatever he needs, make sure he calms down, don't dissent at all, and to get in touch with you if things get weird. He wanted, of course, to know, like, we thought it was, so I said we think that there's some weird mind shit going on. Keep that to yourself, but we're looking into it.
I mean, sounds like you handled it exactly correctly.
And this is the part where I'm like, I did let slip that we thought the Baron was involved, but that it was symptomatic, not the cause.
That's a good move.
So, yeah, I think I covered our butts there, and hopefully, and I did say that you could explain it a little bit better than I could, because you actually explain things.
Well, sounds like you did a wonderful job of diplomacy.
Shit. That's not how I do things.
Look at what you
put it into
become,
you.
Cadence.
So Willow, you said you were gonna call them at some point? You're muted. There you
We go. All right. At some point after I've gotten my girl at the door, we've had a tearful goodbye. There's running mascara everywhere. I put them on speakerphone at some point.
Okay.
After my girl is gone and I feel comfortable doing that. Like I'll put my phone on the floor and put it on speakerphone and be like, "What's going on?"
Yeah. So Madison, you do get a call from Willow, and you guys are looped in.
He glances at the other two of them. It's Willow.
Hi,
Oh.
Willow.
Hi,
So-
Willow.
Hi, are you guys having fun?
Love you.
Oh fuck! Thanks. I need that right now.
I think we all do.
Yeah. So you take care of your thing, Madison?
Yep.
Okay,
thing?
good.
What's
The
Madison,
drop off.
Oh, yes, returning those gentlemen to
Yeah.
their owners.
Didn't you kill him?
What?
She's sweeping and then she hears that and she stops.
Madison,
What?
What?
the folks what tried to straight up murder us
Yes.
burn down our fucking haven,
Mm-hmm.
and we'll probably be super fucking annoyed that we tried to kill them back. You know, I mean, if I jumped off a, if someone jumped off a building and stabbed me through the gut, I would be pissed. You don't think that maybe letting them go was a bad idea? That they
Well, we had
might
a
think,
very-
hey, these people, we might not like them very much. Maybe we want, actually finish the job.
So we had a
that-
very in-depth conversation about this.
Okay.
Holy shit, Cadence! I wish you were fucking there.
Willow, didn't I tell you that we should get Cadence's vote? Didn't I say that?
But one second. They were Banu Hakim, correct?
Yes.
It's over. They're not going to come after us again unless they're hired to again. They failed. They failed their contract.
And we're positive that they're that professional all the time.
Oh no, not at all. But I'm
Okay.
leaving a lot up to
fucking
chance.
great.
I'm leaving a lot up to chance because otherwise I'm going to kill myself.
Well,
God, I get that. I feel that so hard.
so
Well, it's over and done with now. Was it a dumb decision? Yes, but whatever. Maybe it wasn't. We'll see.
when
Oh no,
we
it
have
was
a
it
little
was a
time,
dumbass decision.
When we have a little time, I'll be happy to review the reasoning.
Okay. All right.
I mean, you guys have a lot of time over there. You're spending another fucking night. Powwow.
Are
have
we?
A fucking sleepover.
I mean,
Are you?
I plan on staying over another night until I find an appropriate place to move in.
Okay. All right.
Obviously,
I'm gonna
not
be
moving
moving.
into the
Yeah.
burned out husk
I
of a
mean,
haven.
I got a place you can crash if you need a place to crash that's not. Yeah. Like, yeah, this is great hospitality, but
Well, I'm rather fond of this place so far.
How
They have
many
Egyptian cotton sheets.
how many drugs do you have at your place? I'm asking for a friend.
That depends on how much That depends on how much got left there. I don't actually know. Maybe a little bit.
Little bit is not a bad number. It's not as good as a fucking lot, which is what they have here.
You guys hear a vacuum start in the background, but then you hear, "God damn it, the bag is full," and then you hear it turn off, and it doesn't turn back on.
Okay, so aside from finding places to sleep, what else is on the agenda for tonight?
For tonight?
Yeah.
Well, unless we all want to come together and become a big and even happier family than we are already, I don't think there's anything else for tonight.
I vote for that part. It's important.
I can't make the date. I have boxes to pack.
Do you want help?
I look back down at the hallway again.
I think that it's probably better sooner rather than later that we take care of this.
Yeah, it could be a team building thing, Willow.
It's team building, you
We
see.
can come over and help you do whatever you're doing.
Also, I would feel a lot better, doing the family bonding thing in a place that probably isn't bugged to hell and back.
Yeah, I guess there's a bedroom here that recently opened up, and so yeah, I guess if you guys don't have anywhere to stay or whatever, you can just crash in there.
Oh, I got a place to stay. I just don't want to be doing any weird shit.
Party
the
at
set I was
Willow's
watching.
place. All right.
I'm excited.
I'm excited.
Okay.
I'll
So
bring
we'll see you
Dixie
soon,
cups.
What? I'm sorry.
Click.
I
Are you-
genuinely didn't hear what he said. She's not feeling great.
Oh no.
She's like,
Okay, well I know where her place is, so shall we?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. So you essentially you check out of the Chateau de Snake, and there's a sort of an open invitation to return at any point you need to or want to, and yeah. Madison, you do know where Willow lives, so you can get the group there pretty easily.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, actually, well, your Alex's personal driver is still there with the car, so that's easily arranged. So yeah, so apparently they're all heading down to Willow's place. So what is going on there, Willow? when the phone hangs up.
She has unpacked the her like a sort of linen closet where she keeps cleaning supplies and has just pulled out so many, and so many of them are still in the fucking wrapper. Like she got it, put it in there, and like forgot about it. The amount of brooms that still have plastic on them is disturbing, to say the least. And so she's pulled everything out and is just like, okay, it's probably fine. It's probably fine. Looks back at her phone at the text messages.
There's been a couple more.
Fine. All right. She picks up the phone and is just like, she opens the first one. She's like, hold on, wait, sweeping can wait. Sweeping can wait. I have something more important to do than sweeping. Puts the broom against the wall and is like, I'll text.
Okay. What
so
are you
she
texting?
starts opening them up. And so he'll get a red.
Okay, so he gets red.
Yeah, he'll see that they're red.
Gotcha. Okay.
And so I'll start going through them in an attempt to push away packing.
Gotcha. Okay, yeah, you go through them. You know, they range from like business-like. They sort of oscillate between business-like and like aggressively concerned.
After all of it is, I'll put at the end. Got shot. Am okay. Period. No emoticons. No, like it's very curt.
Very curt. Okay.
But I'm just like,
gotcha.
yes, I want to make him think I'm angry at him. Oh.
Oh my.
Yeah. I have a problem. I'm sorry.
Fucking Toreador.
I love it.
I don't know where this comes from. Oh.
So yeah, he doesn't respond immediately, but you do see that he read it.
Okay. And I look back at the broom. And then I look at the vacuum bags that I have in the package. And then I look at the full vacuum. And I'm just like, okay, well, maybe I can pack some boxes first. And like go try to pack some boxes.
Okay. So yeah, a little bit later, your driver pulls up to describe what Willow's place looks like from the outside for everybody.
I think we talked about her living in one of those. We talked about her living in one of those like renovated older houses, right?
Yeah.
And it looks like it had some money put into it. Like it looks like it got painted at some point. You know, the lawn is taken care of. The trees are, you know, trimmed back from the wire and everything. And she has like 2 cars parked out in front of it. It's from the outside, it seems like a pretty normal house. It's not until you go inside.
Yeah. So yeah, so you
things
guys
really fall apart.
So you guys are at the doorstep. The driver. Do you like dismiss the driver or tell him to wait around, or what's the plan with this guy? This guy's just basically on the clock. Like he doesn't have any particular loyalty to you, Alex. But he'll do what you say as long as you pay him.
I'll pay him.
Okay. Do you want him to hang around or head out for the night?
Take the rest of the night off. It's gonna be a long one for me.
He's like, all right. Call if you need anything.
And as I'm paying him, I'll also. There's just a little baggie of something that I hand him as well.
Yeah.
He understands what that means and takes it in kind.
Excellent.
So yeah, so you guys head up to the doorstep.
I start hearing them and I'm just like, my anxiety is just going through the roof, looking at the like 2 small piles of glass that have accumulated on the floor since ending the call with them. And it's like when you're so worried about everything that there's no sound in the world just for a little bit. And so like she hears them come up and then there is no sound for a little bit until they ring the doorbell. Just
Cadence is probably just like pressing it.
Ding, ding.
Open the damn door.
I don't think she's gonna answer any. Cadence, what?
I open the door. Please come in. And she just sort of like steps sideways and opens the door for everybody. Come in, come in.
1000% done.
I hug her.
Oh, Alex, are you okay?
I'm great. I missed you.
You look a little singed.
Yeah, you do have some damage on you, by the way. Like you still have some of that ag from the fire.
Do you need to like wash it off?
Wash
What?
off the place where I don't have skin.
Yeah.
Can you do that?
I mean, why not? I have a lot of soap.
I feel
Anything
like
can be solved with enough soap.
anything.
I have a lot of hotel soap if you are interested.
She does have.
Madison's gonna walk over to the glass piles.
I think I'm probably all right for now. What happened in here? Is everything okay?
My roommate just moved out
About
about an hour ago. Hold on. My roommate just moved out like an hour ago, and she left a mess.
see, wasn't a happy move out, was it?
She looks back at the glass. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I just want you to know that I'm here for you if you need anything. Do you have anything to drink?
No,
Oh,
I'm sorry.
okay. What were we
I-
talking about again?
Do you know how to change a vacuum bag?
No.
I don't. I've never had to.
Okay. Let's get the person who actually does her own cleaning, or knows how to at the very least.
I have a
In
lot
on
of
this.
trash bags.
So,
Don't-
Scott,
Mm-hmm.
I'm activating Fortitude,
Okay.
and I'm cleaning up these glass shards.
Okay. Noted. So yeah, you guys spend a couple hours doing some pretty triage level cleaning of this.
Yeah. I
utter-
don't let them into my bedroom just yet
Sure.
because like I'm still afraid of that. I'm gonna wait for that last, but the hallway, the bathroom, and my office,
Mm-hmm.
we kind of go through there and really
Yeah, you guys,
Sweet.
Four Kindred, are capable enough to do this sort of thing. It's the mundanity of it really does kind of strike everyone
as being a little strange.
as
yeah.
being a little strange. But
No,
you,
it's good.
yeah, but you can get the
Humanity
job
restored.
done. Yeah.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, she's like just very embarrassed by the state of the place, and there's just, you guys are peeling notes off the
Mhm.
walls, and half of them don't make any sense. Some of them are like motivational, but it's all fucking strange.
Cadence
Yes.
is probably just gonna like bring them up. She's like, okay, is this one important? Is this one important? Can I toss this?
God, I don't know. Yes, that one's important. Like, I eventually start keeping sticky notes. I'm like, that's probably important. I forgot to do that. And so, yeah, eventually the secondary sticky note wallpaper is off the walls. Yikes.
So I'll just let them, kind of, I don't know, bumble around the house, just being generally high because we just came back from a Sedite temple.
Oh yeah.
And then after a few minutes, when everybody seems like they're not going to get any more comfortable than they are right now, I'm going to say, so I have a thing about a ritual. Are we doing this or what?
Oh right, the Sabat jungle juice thing.
It's our thing. It's not.
It's our
the
thing.
boss.
They took it from us.
Damn right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
But otherwise, yes, it's the jungle juice thing.
yeah, it's. I mean, otherwise everything you said was absolutely accurate. But we're going to be pedantic because otherwise it hurts our feelings.
Right. Well, but so yeah, that's a thing that's happening. Okay. So how do we do it?
Yeah, please describe it to me because I'm.
It's very simple. We're going to put on some mood music, maybe a little lighting, that sort of thing. We're going to take the goblet and we're going to. I'll say a few words, just something inspiring, and then we will, each of us, contribute to the goblet from our veins. Once that has been done, the cup will be returned to me, generally done in like a circle. The cup will be returned to me, at which point I will again bless the ritual with some words, and then we will pass the cup around, each taking a drink. If the ritual is done correctly, and if I still remember how to do it, then at the end of that, it's similar to a blood bond, but not quite like anything you've ever felt before. I also think that there will be some stuff I probably can't predict because of the nature of this cup and the nature of all of these things. So probably something stunning and important will happen.
Okay. My room is soundproof, so we should probably do it in there. I don't want.
I'm good with that.
Yeah.
I'm fine with that.
Okay.
So yeah, you head into the room,
Sorry, guys.
and it is pretty much a disaster as far as
But there is a bed on the
There-
ground.
there is
and
a bed
it's
on
a
the
very big
ground.
one, so
Yeah.
like everyone could get on it in a circle and sit
Mhm.
down.
So yeah, you guys are sitting on the bed in the circle. Alex, I assume you pull the cup up.
I do.
Okay, and what do you say?
Okay, so everybody's sort of sitting, and I have the cup in my hands, and I'm taking a second to sort of center myself, and I'm gonna look at everybody, and I that whole sort of groovy thing that he had going when he came in, he still has it, and he's really kind of putting that out. He's definitely feeling or showing that he feels very connected to you guys and sort of excited about this and very calming and peaceful, and you will from his backpack start to hear music, a calm trance with a heavy bass beat, very quietly, just enough to sort of get you into the mood. And he will say, "We are young, the four of us. We are not like our predecessors. We are not like those who made us or those who made them. Some of us are older than others, but the bottom line is that none of us are ancient the way that we may someday become. Because of that, we have a certain insight, intuition that comes with that youth. We are nonetheless creatures of the dead. We are nonetheless ourselves, let's say the word out loud, vampires. When vampires were first created, when God first struck down Cain for his terrible sin, it was not the intention of the Almighty that this curse would spread any further. Had Cain not himself gone out of his way to seek out those that would teach him how to spread his curse, none of us would be where we are today. But Cain did find that ability. He did find those that could teach him to spread, to bestow this gift or pain, whatever it is to you, upon others. But he didn't do that with the same. The curse of the sin of Cain was not one of malice. It was one of misunderstanding. It was one of hoping. Cain was told by God, "Give of your best gifts unto me." And he couldn't think of a better gift than the thing that he loved most in this world. He tried again, that same childlike enthusiasm and love, he tried again when he created his children. But again, that decision didn't come out quite the way he had hoped that it would. And since time immemorial, vampires have roamed this earth and caused harm to one another, caused harm to themselves. We have a golden opportunity here. The four of us have an opportunity to bind ourselves together in a way that Cain and his brother Abel were never bound. We have a magic that Cain himself did not specifically have. And in binding ourselves together, we can bring the world that he had hoped for a little closer to the light. We can stop this madness that is happening in this city. We can come together as one unit, as a family, as a mother and a father and 2 sons, when they first wrote agriculture into their retinue of abilities. So I say unto all of you, I ask you, my brothers and sisters, to join me in this family, to join me in the love that I believe that our Creator originally intended. And he'll cut his vein and he'll pour a little into the cup. And he'll start murmuring in Aramaic, and he'll hand the cup to Madison.
I don't know how I follow that act, but I'm not a terribly religious person, but I am a person who has endeavored to commit themselves to a particular series and set of ethics, morals, ideologies. And that, more so than anything else, is what ties me to all of you. You are here for the same reasons that I am here. Our methods may differ, our thoughts may differ, our motivations may differ, our backgrounds certainly differ. But in the end, the 4 of us are here, not even knowing that we had been brought here for this purpose, but we are here. We are here to civilize this place. We are here to stop whatever madness has begun to pluck at the edges of the tapestry that is Atlanta. To avoid sounding too ideological, we are here to make a better Atlanta than the one that existed when we discovered it. And I don't know what that looks like yet. I don't think any of us have any hope of knowing what that looks like just yet. But I do know that I trust you 3 above all others to see this particular task through to the end. And he will very modestly kind of bite his wrist with his wrist pointed outwards towards everybody, and then move it down and deposit his share.
Okay. When your blood falls into the cup and mingles with Alex, you can see on the inner edge of the obsidian of the chalice, it begins to, portions of it begin to get tinged red in a pattern of symbols. Who do you hand the cup
We'll
to?
pass to Cadence.
Cadence is going to stare at the cup. She's going to look at Alex, and then she's going to look at Madison. She's going to look at Willow. And just not talking about my feelings. And then she bites her wrist a little less neatly than Madison did, and squeezes her portion in, and then just, raises it upward and says, "Fuck the cam." Passes it to Willow.
Those markings become a little bit more distinct. It's not like light. It is, the obsidian is turning red. And Alex, something in you recognizes that those are Vedic symbols.
All right.
And
Uh-oh.
Willow, the cup passes to you.
She sort of holds it and looks down in it. Her aversion to magic has always been this sort of fear of control over herself and control over her personality. There's a sort of loss of self associated with it in her mind. That's why she's always so fucking uncomfortable with magic, and she's being confronted with kind of a big fucking deal. And so she's very hesitant and glum, and she looks down into the cup and she just says, "I'm doing everything I do because Salvador Garcia asked me to. He asked me to do what was right by Atlanta, and so I'm going to do everything I can. And I guess that means this. And she sort of does the same. She bites her wrist and puts the blood in. And, you know, there's the same sort of... After Victoria Ash's party, you guys all sort of saw how strangely she behaved before she left and then stopped contacting anybody for like... It was like a couple weeks before anybody spoke after that incident. And just the same sort of tangible horror you guys felt at the end of that party, you feel again now, just coming from her. And she puts her blood in and then gives it back to Alex.
So when the cup comes back to Alex, Alex, it's not like you read the symbols, but you know what they mean. And it's a very simple... The gist of it is, by my blood, be warded. And then those symbols leach upwards. And then there is... They reach the rim of the cup, the inner rim of the cup, and spill out as this tiny trickle of blood that comes down and mixes with the rest of it.
There is a fifth contributor to this. Okay. So I'm going to try to... I'm not going to let on that I understand what's happening here. I'm going to take the cup, and Alex takes it, and he's got this very warm, priestly grin on his face. I wonder what that's about. And he places his hand over the top of the cup, and he says, when the Anarchs first discovered the ritual of the Voldery, they used it as a way to protect themselves. They used it as a means by which to ensure that the elders, whose blood was so much more powerful than their own, could not be used to corrupt their intent. Now, a long time passed, and that group that would become the Sabbat has taken this ritual and turned it into a weapon to be used against others. It was originally a shield to be used in defense. And that is we, Anarchs of the movement, reclaim this ritual for our own. And he will speak again in Aramaic and drink from the cup and pass it to Madison.
Okay.
Madison's not going to say anything else. He's just going to tip it back, pass it to Cadence.
Cadence takes her share and passes it along to Willow.
Drinks it.
Okay, so when everyone has re-drunk their fill, we're going to have to do a little bit of mechanics. So Alex, Cadence, and Willow, I want you to make a note that says Madison.
What?
Okay.
And then I need each of you to roll a hunger die.
I see.
Oh, we're doing gold.
Yes.
Okay, so we're going to do a hunger die.
Uh-huh. And
does it matter if it's success or failure, or does it matter?
When you roll, when everyone's rolled, let me know. I will go around and ask the result for everyone.
Okay.
So, Cadence.
Okay. Yes.
What did you roll?
I rolled a 10.
You rolled a 10. Okay. I need you to put 2 tick marks by Madison.
Okay.
Willow, what did you roll?
8.
8. Okay. I need you to put 1 tick mark by Madison.
Okay.
Alex, what did you roll? Sorry, we can't hear you right now. You are muted, but not anymore.
Okay. My headset died. What's happening?
Okay, I need you to write a note. This is Madison.
Okay.
And then roll a hunger die.
I failed.
Okay, so you got a skull?
No, I just got a failure. Just
Okay.
not a success.
Noted. That's fine. Actually, re-roll it for me, please.
Okay. I got the exact same result.
Reroll it.
Oh no, you're just gonna keep me rolling until I get a skull. I got a 10.
A 10. Okay. Make 2 tick marks by Madison.
Excellent.
All right. Madison, Willow, and Cadence. I need you to make a note that says Alex.
Okay.
Oh, I see what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And roll a hunger die, please.
I got a 1.
You got a 1. Reroll it, please.
Okay. 5.
Okay. Add 1 tick mark, please.
Okay.
Willow.
8 again.
Okay. 1 tick mark, please. Cadence.
Okay, it occurs to me that if we're doing this by like numbers, I just have my regular.
That's fine.
Dice.
I mean, the symbols indicate certain things, and those things matter.
Okay, I got a blank one to start. Do you
So.
want
Okay.
me to reroll?
Reroll that, please.
Okay. It's blank again. Okay, just the regular success.
Regular success. Okay. 1
Yes.
tick mark.
Okay.
All right. Madison, Alex, and Cadence. Willow. And then roll your hunger die, please.
7.
7. Okay. 1 tick mark.
9.
1 tick mark.
This dice hates me.
Okay.
Okay, you're going to dice jail. Another one. Okay, that one's a skull.
A skull. Reroll it,
Yeah.
please.
Oh, okay.
We only do the rerolls on the first go.
Oh,
Just so you
okay. All right, so that is that's just a regular one.
Okay.
So
So 1 tick mark.
Okay.
And then Willow, and Madison, and Alex. Let's do for Cadence.
I got a 10 for Cadence.
Okay. 2 tick marks.
5.
Reroll that, please.
4.
Again.
One more.
Yeah.
That one was a 2.
Okay. Yeah, you got it.
Oh, good lord. 8.
8. Okay. 1 tick mark.
Everyone is 8.
Skull.
Reroll.
Onk.
Okay. That's 1 tick mark.
Okay.
And okay, so I think that's everybody for everyone, right?
Yep.
Okay. Willow.
Thumbs up.
Now I need you to add 1 tick mark, an additional to every
Yep.
one of them.
Okay, because I do have
that makes
I have Von
sense.
Junkie. I have
Um,
a problem.
You do, and
You
it
sure
comes in.
do.
It comes into play. Okay, so. Sorry, I have to relook this up. I thought I had it. There we go. No. I'm going to thank the Crusade of Thorns group for coming up with Sabbat rules for V5, by the way.
You guys.
Okay. So the rating, as far as how the bond affects you. 1, people come and go. You don't care what this Canite does one way or the other. 2, you have familial sensation for the Canite, but no more so than a distant cousin. 3, you are generally loyal to this Canite as long as that loyalty doesn't cost you anything. 4, you would help this Canite as long as it doesn't cost you anything permanent. 5, you would help this Canite in anything that doesn't risk life and limb, and I don't think anything goes beyond that, as far as the current group there. So that's sort of the general, how this bond affects all of you.
And so it'll gradually get stronger the
As
more times
as you keep doing it, it can ebb and flow, based on every time, and it does fade if you don't do it.
Okay.
So, as this ritual takes hold, and you feel, Willow, you feel, in addition, like it's kind of like a simultaneous feeling.
Mhm.
You feel all the feelings and all the emotions that you have for Hancock and Mikhail bin Hakim
Yes.
just turn off.
Bye.
And it's replaced by these new feelings and the taste of it, for you especially, Willow,
Good.
it's unlike any kindred blood you've ever tasted. It's so multi-layered and multifaceted, and it's a kind of love that you don't feel. You've never felt as a kindred. It's the love of family.
Yeah.
And that washes over. Everyone else feels what they feel, and feels this sort of multiple bonding. And you all additionally also feel, you don't feel a specific bond to anyone outside the group, but you feel as though some presence, some matronly protective presence is wrapped around all of you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure that's fine.
It is.
It's
So-
fine, guys.
In addition to the Valdery, as long as you have a bond of Valdery, each of you has a pool of 4 plus your total Valdery bonds of dice that you can use to resist disciplines.
Oh shit.
Oh shit.
Mm-hmm.
So it would be I have four
Mhm.
ticks split between, so it'd be 4 plus.
Plus 4. Well, plus 4, yeah.
Okay, so I have a pool of 8
Mhm.
to play with later.
Mm-hmm. And this is per story, and they can the only way to get more of them in a story is to do the Valdery again. Additionally, if anyone breaks the Chronicle Tenant regarding loyalty, it is worth 2 stains.
Oh no.
Oh shit.
Excellent. That's dope.
And that is the feelings that wash all over you as this ritual takes hold. And Alex, this is coming back home.
Yes.
Like this is what this above everything else is what you've been missing, and it's back.
I'm feeling pretty good.
And with that, we're gonna take our break.
Yeah.
So
Hey!
we'll be right back, everyone.
Gang does the Valdery. This is the
Mhm.
best Sunny episode.
Love it. See you guys
I
soon.
love it.
Hello, welcome back to Vampire the Masquerade 5th edition Burn It Down, presented by Simulacra Studios. When we last left our coterie of kindred, they had just performed the heretical Sabbat rite of the Valdery.
You can just call us a pack now, dog.
Indeed. I mean, I'm sure there's another spin for that. But, so as this feeling is washing over all of you, Madison, in addition to all of that, you feel something inside of you silence. It's not like a break, or it's not like it doesn't correlate to the feeling of a blood bond, but something inside of you isn't there anymore.
It's already working.
In addition to this feeling of community and family that washes over all of you in this nightmare of a bedroom.
Oh yeah, the setting. There is no more horrific setting for the Valdery taking place than my fucking disaster bedroom.
Feels
So,
perfect.
we come in on the scene. How are you guys reacting?
That's a thing that happened. Madison, are you
Something's-
okay?
Something's missing?
I checked for my wallet.
Like, how? And
I'm
should
having
be
trouble
worried?
describing it. I'm sorry, but I don't know. I just feel like there's. I don't know, honestly.
Whatever it is, it's like you feel like it's like what's replaced it is far better. Like it just like this new feeling feels really good.
It's not
in
bad that it's missing. It's just. I don't know. I guess I was expecting it to feel strictly additive.
Interesting.
wait, if so, this is supposed to like protect us from like outside influences and whatnot, right? I'm getting
Yeah.
that.
Yes.
What if it's that? Because there was that time when you texted the Sabat Lita guy and you didn't remember doing it.
Yeah.
Maybe it's something like whatever made you do that. Maybe that's that going away.
I mean, I sure fucking hope so.
That would be nice.
I feel disgusting. I'm gonna take a shower. Is everyone cool?
I mean,
Yeah.
it's your apartment.
I have a second bathroom and just unlimited hot water because I sure do want to wash the taste of that cup just like away from me. I just would like to not think about it. Cool? Is everyone cool?
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let me find something else to wear. I'm burning this. I'm burning this outfit.
All right.
Okay, so while she goes off, we're going to transition over to our guest, Mr. Matthew Malice.
Hello, hello, hello. Hi, everyone.
Hey. So, Hancock,
Yeah.
you have been, amongst your other duties and business and sort of the fallout from what's happened last night, you've been trying to get in contact with Willow based off the phone number that you have shared with her.
Mm.
And for most of the night, all of your messages, not only did she not respond to them, like they weren't marked as read at all.
Mm.
Maybe about 40 minutes ago, you checked your phone and saw that or at least her phone registered that the messages were picked up.
Okay.
And then maybe about 10 minutes after that, Willow, what is it exactly that you texted him?
I think I said, got shot. I'm okay. Period. No emoticons, which is unlike her. It's a very curt message.
So yeah, that's what you get. And you know why you're concerned by this. It's not normal. Like, this isn't right, but it's still happening.
Yeah, it's the cognitive dissonance going on between the feeling and the brain.
And combined with the fact that something big just went down in your city,
Mm.
and you know it involved them,
Mm.
and you do know where her haven is.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh no.
You guys better fucking hide that cup.
My super lawyer powers won't work on him.
Nope.
Yeah, he would probably send a couple of his good ghouls, ahead to
Mhm.
sort of scout out the area, because he knows this is personal business.
Mm-hmm.
So he's not going to send in like his
Deputies.
his deputies.
Mhm.
Okay.
'Cause that would be too obvious. He didn't want anyone like the prince knowing
Sure.
what the hell's going on.
So you want your people, like the
I
people
want
that
my
you.
people to go.
Yeah.
Basically, I just want them to scout out the area and secure the area so that I can go up to her place. Obviously invisible.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, no, they get back to you. They basically say, there's people there. There was a moving truck that left about when we showed up. But there's no more cars than there are normally there.
Did they get the license plate on the moving truck?
Yeah.
I'll just have them sort of go through that and find out who purchased it, who rented it, like all that jazz, to see where basically take it back to its origin.
They're on
These
it.
guys,
It's gonna take a little bit, but they're on
that's
it.
fine. He's gonna go in and go there. And,
Okay.
Use yeah, I should have.
Yeah, you got unseen presence, so
Yeah,
you
unseen
can.
present. Yeah, he's gonna go in there.
Okay. So yeah, you started the evening off at Hunger 1.
Mhm.
So go ahead and make a rouse check for me to activate
Oh.
that power.
Crap, I need dice.
You do.
Oh, give me a second. Be right back.
Playing a role-playing game, Matthew. But yeah, so
It's impossible to roleplay without dice, Matt.
but yeah.
It can't be done.
Oh no, there are secret ways. But yeah, no. So Willow's in the shower. Is anyone taking any precautions? What's everybody up to while she's cleaning herself up?
I'm
This is
cleaning her
great.
apartment.
This is
Okay.
streaming gold here.
Yeah, you guys, if you guys want to clean up my room, there's probably
So
like
it's,
old pictures
just
of
a
me in
D10,
there
right?
and
Yeah,
shit.
D10. Sorry.
Okay. Oh god.
Like there's
Madison
there's...
is being surprisingly
what's
domestic.
It's 50-50.
Yeah, it's
shot on
50-50.
it.
So 5 or below is a failure. 6 or above
I
is
succeed.
Okay, so the beast doesn't rouse.
Cool.
So yeah, so you guys are... So Madison, you're cleaning up the room. Alex, Cadence, are you guys doing anything specific?
Cadence is just sort of, she doesn't want to touch the disaster that is the tornado that went through Willow's room. She's like, I don't know where she wants shit. I'm just gonna sit here until someone tells me to do something.
Yeah, just put boxes back generally in a vague sort of place.
Mhm.
I mean, there's so many of them that are actually just still closed.
Nice.
So
Alex,
we probably can move those out.
I'm helping at her direction as well, and just generally
well,
enjoying
she's in the shower right now, so it's basically you and Madison on this detail.
Okay.
Right.
I'm sort of putting boxes back and generally enjoying the company of my pack, my gang.
Yeah. Listen, man, you can't be saying shit like that.
Nice.
So
Okay.
when I'm eventually done, this is the robe I'm coming out in. I'm definitely coming out in this hideous Versace robe.
Okay. I can't easily share that to the
Disgusting.
stream, but yeah.
You guys know which one it is,
Yeah.
stream. If you've
Yeah.
ever seen a Versace robe, you know.
All right. So Hancock, how are you approaching this area?
Um.
Obviously invisible.
Yeah, obviously invisible, but it's in an apartment complex, right?
No,
Like apartment building.
no. This is
Renovated
a
house.
renovated old house.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Then the old classic backdoor situation.
Okay. So yeah. If I'm assuming Willow keeps her back door locked.
Oh yeah.
So
but,
I'm,
I mean,
so-
if he decides to distress it,
Yeah.
listen, he has a lot of
is-
potence,
are you
that's why he's
going-
doing shit.
Question: is this one of these really old houses that actually has a cellar, like an outdoor cellar, like you can get them from the outside?
That's a good question, Willow.
Well, the thing is, I don't know much about houses with cellars due to where I live. So do houses around here
In
from
that
this area have
area,
them?
yes, so houses with cellars would be a thing.
Then he would go.
Yeah,
He would use that
yeah.
because that would be less conspicuous, especially with his enormous strength.
Yeah.
He could easily bust probably most locks that he.
Yeah, there's just an absurd amount of cardboard down there because
Yeah.
I imagine anything she ever has shipped to this house,
Yeah.
she doesn't have the energy to break down a box, so she just fucking throws them down there
Okay.
like a monster.
Willow, I need.
Yeah, that's what makes you a monster.
So Willow, I need you to make me a quick intelligence technology roll, please.
Sure.
And Hancock, are you just force majeuring this, just ripping the door off, or taking
Not
any
the whole
kind?
door. He's like, oh no, he's trying to be a little delicate. He's just applying the strength he needs
Okay.
to bust through if there's any.
All right.
impediments.
Then give me a strength larceny roll.
Oh wait, wrong type of dice.
How many dice is that?
Let me find Hancock sheet. I
Yep.
should have brought
You
up
have the sheet.
Hancock sheet.
I do not have it.
2 successes. Okay.
Yes.
Sorry, I neglected to bring up the sheet.
The sheet. Yes, please.
Come on
Add
now.
one for hunger. 'Cause that's
Yep.
place one.
You
Yeah, she
replace one for
probably
hunger.
her house probably does have surveillance on it, but she's going through a crisis and isn't looking at any of that shit. I mean, later on she'll look at it and go,
Yeah,
"Oh,
I'll make
yeah,
the
I'm
roll.
a dumbass."
I'll make
Okay.
the roll for you, Matthew.
But right now she's in the middle of something, and so it's not anything she's paying attention to.
Are you going to be applying any of your potence to this, Hancock?
If I have to. Like,
All right.
That's the idea of.
Gotcha.
it.
Okay. Okay. Question. We have a messy critical on the board, Hancock. Would you spend a willpower to avoid that?
No, he's in a little bit of emotional
Okay.
mood.
Gotcha.
So it's probably like the door comes off. It's
Yeah.
comes off silently, but the whole damn thing just.
Okay.
Nosferatu messy critical too.
So, yeah. Basically, as you're getting out of the shower, Willow, and putting your robe on. In the bedroom, something pops up on one of the screens on her personal computer in there. Basically, it's a security alert.
Fuck.
Cadence, yeah. So basically, as you walk, like the three of you could see this happening, and Willow, you see this as you come into the room.
Oh, fuck. Wonder what that's about. Hey, Alex, can you fucking hide that cup? Thanks.
Yeah, absolutely.
I get a gun and then start.
Want me to go check it out?
Yeah, you look up around the front, and let me. Where's the alert coming from?
Cellar
house?
door.
Son of a bitch. All right, hold on. I get a fucking flashlight and a gun.
Okay.
Open my cellar door.
Okay, so you
I'm
go-
going down with her?
So are you guys going around outside, or are you going through? Like,
I'm going through
through the
my
building
end, because there's a stairs down. I'm just like, ah, shit.
Cool. Okay. So yeah, the two. So it's Cadence and Willow going down.
Yeah.
Alex, Madison, what are you two doing?
Kind of want to be with them, honestly, if they feel
Yeah,
like...
I kind of do too.
Please
Okay.
hide that cup for the love
We're
of
gonna have the
fucking
whole
God.
horror movie set up here.
Yeah.
I slide the cup under a chair and put a napkin over it.
Listen, this
Okay,
room is a
Madison is gonna
disaster. You could
stop.
pick anything. You could put it in any of those hundreds of boxes.
Scott.
Yeah?
I'm rolling another hunger die to pull those claws out again.
Noted.
So
And
Madison's
to the
gonna
surprise of
stare at
absolutely
Alex.
no one, she is hungrier.
Okay.
Oh God.
Good to
She's
know.
at 3 right now.
Oh
Alex.
boy.
Yeah.
Put it in a box, dude.
Okay. I go and get a box. I have a box
Put it in
now.
a box
Gotcha.
and put boxes on the box, please.
In box.
Oh, you want me to put the cup in the box? Oh, okay.
Yes.
I suppose.
Yes.
Box, and I put another box on the box.
Okay.
And then we're gonna put those boxes in the corner.
Indeed.
Thank
So,
you.
yeah, you guys start heading down.
Just have that, one of those bright ass tactical
Mhm.
flashlights and just shine it down those spooky.
Yeah.
Like, imagine all cellars are scary, right? All of
Oh
them.
yeah, yeah. Like this is filled with cardboard and refuse and just not well organized at all. So Hancock, you've been able to easily get inside here, and you do hear sort of the sounds of movement up above you, and you hear the interior cellar door open. What are you doing?
Oh yeah, he's kind of slightly grinning with himself because that means someone's coming to play because you're in my territory. So
Dark.
doing the classic like creepy in the shadows Nosferatu thing. So I'm hiding amongst the shadows of the boxes with the flashlight going through. So it's always like I'm just on the like periphery of like normal natural vision.
Okay. All right. Alex.
Yeah.
I need you to roll your unseen presence for me, please.
I couldn't.
Oh, no, sense the unseen is what we're
Sense the
doing.
unseen.
So that's wits, auspex.
I guess I have to roll it on my phone because my kids took my D10s out of here.
Uh-huh.
Got to get him early.
Yeah, I suppose. It's children, man. What are you gonna do? All right, so. I don't understand how this is possible on 5 dice, but it says 8 successes.
So you must have gotten some criticals.
Ooh,
Okay.
Cool.
that
Yeah.
was your success. Like, good job.
So, as you guys are coming down, and as Hancock, you are slinking along, pulling the obfuscate around you, did it indicate any of those were messy criticals, Alex?
No, so the program will actually tell me if it's
Okay.
a messy
All right,
critical.
cool. So that wasn't a messy critical at all. Fantastic. So yeah, as you guys are watching and you see Willow's flashlight beam pass over sort of this darkened, perfect for an ambush corner, you see in stark contrast the hulking form of Hancock just sort of crouched at the ready.
Cool. I grab Willow so that she doesn't walk out in front of him. And I say, what are you doing, Hancock?
Wait, what?
How would I respond to this? What do
That's a
you
good
think?
question. You don't feel anything about him,
Yeah.
other than what Willow would genuinely feel about him.
Yeah. It just. What the fuck?
Madison's pulling his gun out.
The weird part about it is like he can see me, but no one else.
No one else
currently
can.
Right,
Yeah.
only me.
If I haven't said anything, I haven't moved.
Yeah.
Cadence is she's gonna snarl and look around and try to see him herself, and she's got her claws
Hey,
up.
guys, back can we have a second?
Yeah.
She says. Can you guys go back to the entrance for just a moment? Just one.
Oh, wait, you want a second with him?
Yes, just 1 second. Just a single second.
All right, but if he murders you, I'm going to be very cross.
If he crushes my head like a fucking orange, I had it coming.
That would
go.
be true. As he says that as he walks out of from the shadows, and he becomes visible for everyone.
Disagree, but if you want a second alone with him,
Just 1 second. Just
all
one.
right.
Fine.
I walk.
Snarl at him one more time and go and give him some space.
I try to snarl, but I just come off as adorable and not at all intimidating.
Love it.
Well, I see your coterie is loyal as ever.
I mean, we did just kind of go through an experience.
I heard about that. That was
Yeah, some manner of asinine experience.
yeah. They don't like being called that anymore, but whatever.
Oh, whatever.
Yeah.
Pause 1 second. Madison, do you have your heightened senses up?
I sure as fuck do.
Okay,
Listen
noted.
in, please.
Noted. Continue.
But you,
I'm fine.
I hope you're not stringing me along.
What
I
are you
came
talking
all the way out here for you.
You did?
Well, I mean, I needed to understand what was going on. You hadn't said much since all of that went down.
Oh,
You missed a rendezvous point.
I did. I was getting shot at.
True, that's fair.
I was getting shot at, but it wasn't. It wasn't out of maliciousness, but I am glad that you came here just for me.
He's gonna be
Were you-
he
were
wants
you
to see
worried?
if that she's being very honest because she knows you're kind of a shady bitch. So he's a little dubious at this point.
Okay. Willow, if you could give me a manipulation subterfuge roll real quick.
Sure. Let me see.
I'm still trying to find your sheet, Hancock. I'm sorry.
Let's see if I can find it. Huh? I may.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I sent it to you at some point.
Manipulation. Manipulation, what did you say?
Subterfuge, yeah.
Okay. Three.
All right. I will eyeball the stats here. Giving you a wits insight.
No, I don't seem.
Yeah.
Don't know where it is.
Willow, would you like to spend any willpower?
Spend any willpower. Let me see what willpower's looking like. Willpower's looking pretty good. Let me see. I had 3 successes. If I spend a willpower, I would get to re-roll.
You get to re-roll 3 non-hunger dice.
Non-hunger dice. Let me see. Then out of those, I would only get to re-roll. I would only get to re-roll 1. Sure, I'll do that.
Okay.
Let me see if we can take it from a 3 to a 4. Let's see.
Okay.
Yes, we did. All right, now I'm 1 less willpower.
Hancock, would you like to attempt to push this interaction any?
Yeah, I would.
Okay. Yeah, there's some very tense, sizing up and acting, and yeah, you smell what you think you're smelling, Hancock.
Are you mad? Are you mad at me?
I'm concerned.
Why?
not being extremely gracious or understanding in the situation.
I got shot
You
at.
you say you want me to be here. You're glad I'm here, but I'm not feeling it.
Oh, when have I ever been receptive like that?
True, but you gotta remember, I'm the sheriff.
Do you want me to be sweet?
No, I smell bullshit all the time. And lady,
Uh-huh.
you're smelling a whole lot rotten right now. So what is going on? I thought we had a good arrangement. Thought we had things going forward.
We did.
Upstairs, is anyone doing anything?
Listen, this might be a bad time because they're
Not
upstairs.
yet.
Bad time.
They are
Bad
upstairs.
time. I set this up.
Alex has auspex.
I do.
This is a bad time. Please. Please. Please.
What are you up to? I could help.
I know. Listen.
Well, why don't you
we
just
found
break
out
houses? Bring them all down. We'll have a, or I'll come upstairs. We'll have a nice little chit chat about whatever the hell's going on.
Okay. Of course. Okay. Fuck. She sort of just like turns around and like navigates her way out of the cellar. Like, as soon as she turns around, her face goes from to.
So I follow her up the stairs.
Okay, everybody.
Oh, hey, Hancock, I didn't know you were here.
He wants.
Pleasure.
He wants to talk.
You know, funny
What
enough, I
does
was
he?
hoping I'd have an opportunity to speak with you sometime
About
soon.
what? Looks like we have a lot to talk about.
Oh, we have a terrible, terrible amount to talk about.
Yeah. I mean, I've been looking into that thing for you.
Good. Are they aware of the situation on that front?
They are now.
Which situation? There's a lot of situations.
There's a lot of situations right now, really, yeah.
I think she was talking about the cult thing.
We're talking about the cult.
Oh, the cult, yeah. That's one of them.
I mean,
So
that
Fucking seat on my couch, whatever. It's
Honorable
called.
Sheriff, we're talking about the cult, right?
yes,
Okay,
yes, we are.
cool. All right, this is very
Everyone makes the
tense.
same
He looks
gesture.
around like was expecting your house to be very different.
Like you
Filthy, isn't it?
No, I'm on the way of moving out. It's not normally like this.
But anyways, how's everyone doing? I hear you guys had a little bit of a run-in.
Yeah. We were caught in the crossfire.
Shame. You're all still above ground.
You know we anarchs are very difficult to exterminate.
Hmm. But I'm getting a funny feeling something's going on with your friend here, and
There's
want to make sure everything is okay. Just so put you all at ease, I'm here on personal business. I'm not here on official business.
Oh, I don't really give a shit one way or the other.
well, the only reason I'm not paying you back for that stunt in the cot is because Willow likes you. So
Listen,
Mhm.
At this
Oh, I
point,
hope you liked your present, by the way.
oh yes.
Not you, her.
oh, it was great.
Wait, you
it
gave
was
her a
so-
present? I say.
She's talking about the car through the roof.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
at this point, I think we have more in common than we have not in common when it comes to what we'd like to see in the coming nights. Wouldn't you agree, Sheriff?
Depends on what you say. I'm
I'm saying-
willing to listen.
I'm saying that
Should we just start listing names at this point?
Sure.
if you think that's wise, I'm saying this cult's got to go. That's what I'm saying.
If we have a suspicion that, let Mo find the names that we
Mhm.
dug up on my cards. All right, here we go. According to a bunch of stuff that we've been looking at, we think we have more people who are involved aside from the prince. Brandon Moss, Seneschal Lauren, Baron Tran. Maybe the Keeper of Elysium.
What
I
about Net Church?
don't
Hmm.
listen. I don't have an in as much. I don't have the access to these people, maybe as readily as you might to investigate them.
No, names are good. Anywhere I should poke at specifically? Because those are powerful accusations, technically.
They are.
I need more evidence. I'm willing to go get it, and then I have to act on it.
We bought information from a Setite. Or a, what are they calling themselves now? I don't remember.
The ministry.
The
We
ministry.
bought, yeah.
Hopefully, it was worth what you paid for it.
We
Yeah.
got a good deal.
Good.
So we put our cards on the table, Mr. Hancock. Do you have any other suspects beyond the ones that we've listed?
And unfortunately, my duties are pretty
Yeah.
tight, especially with the situation with was it McKenna? No,
Cadence.
Cadence. Because it's Willow and then Cadence. With Cadence,
Oh.
and the whole situation that I had with my Malkavian friend
Hmm.
has kept my leash has gotten tighter, so I can't do as much.
Yeah.
But I've got names now, and
Yeah.
We do tend to have that effect on people.
if do all of you swear by these names?
Swear by is a strong term, but I'm willing to say that I'm pretty confident.
Yeah, I mean, we've got evidence. We don't have proof.
I have suspicions, but
But I may be able to get you the proof
Yeah.
Right.
if I can maneuver things in a certain way. Because frankly, if this is all true, and there is in bed, and that little, surprisingly enough, funny enough, that little fracas that you all had the other night, that actually gave me a couple points I needed to get. So I may have the ear to adjust a car.
yeah.
Really?
Oh, I'm so glad that Haven is in ashes for your benefit.
Hey,
Well,
you
it's
know what?
Not just for his benefit, though. I mean, look, the fact of the matter is, if we are correct here, if there's a cult that spans across all of these sects, that's huge, and it's not going to be just Justicars that want to get involved in that. And honestly, I mean, really, if Justicars and Archon start showing up down here, I'm going to leave. So,
Oh, I think it's maybe a little too late for that.
oh great, that's are you an Archon?
No, not yet.
Oh, you mean yet? Oh, never mind.
Oh, yeah.
That's a comforting thought.
I really
Hey.
do appreciate your ambition, and I mean that with no sarcasm whatsoever.
It really does.
I do.
But it's better to have a friend in me, wouldn't you think, if I do move up in the world?
Are we friends?
Acquaintances. Good
Better.
acquaintances.
Allies, by convenience, if nothing else.
Allies are allies.
Fair
I'm
But
enough.
inclined to
regardless,
agree.
if I could get proof, if I can angle things and I can get solid proof, then I can take it up to a Justicar. Bend
What
the
do you
ear just a
consider
little
proof?
bit. I may be able to start dominoes falling down here to make some room.
What would you consider proof? What would be sufficient?
I need, that's going to be interesting. I'm going to need direct evidence. I'm going to need them to stage maybe an accidental confession.
Rough.
I'm sorry. Well, the problem is you can't get one of their ghouls. They could be mind wiped. They could have
No, you're
false
totally
memories
right.
imputed. it's very difficult to prove what you are looking at. We may need objects that they have had that various more enlightened clans could look into and pull gleam proof off.
Okay, can I just make the one observation, and that is that right now the only reason that you're not directly immediately going and selling us out in this is that it suits your ambitions to be right on this. Is that right?
I mean, they haven't.
That's
been
a piece
kind.
of it. I mean,
I
I'm
mean,
not too fond. I'm not too fond of this cult situation. Now that I've found that there's a little bit more to it.
I'll be honest with you. I'm less compelled by that reasoning than I am that it suits your ambitions. Because as long as it continues to suit your ambitions, I believe that you'll actually continue to work on our side in this.
Well,
Now, something I want to note to you, Hancock,
Mhm.
especially with the sort of the recent changes in Camarilla policy. Methuselah cults aren't illegal or wrong in the eyes of the Camarilla.
ooh,
They're not. That's not a problem. Specific cults might be, and it is a sticking point. Which is something you've recently learned. It's a sticking point in the alliance with the Ashira, but which are the Middle Eastern sect.
Good, got it. Got it.
Mhm.
They have a problem with that sort of thing.
But I was under the impression that like cross-sect.
Oh yeah,
That's where the issue.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the point I'm making.
That's
is
the,
that
that in and itself. Yeah, if they're because Anarchs and Cam are technically at war, and that would be a problem. But a Methuselah cult in and of itself within the Camarilla.
It's the implications of the extension, the influence of the cult. That's the problem, not the cult itself.
Mhm.
right.
Now that does strike something in my mind. Now that I think about it, I still would need some help from the Justicar. But the proof I would need is that both sides are talking to each other.
Because the
Well,
only
that's
name
proof that we can get.
the only name that they gave you that wasn't a Camarilla member was Baron Tran.
Hmm.
I'll-
Seems you may have a leadership problem too.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we have that regardless of the cult status. But yeah.
Unless, of course, you have a line in on the fact that Baron Tren is actually working for the Camarilla, at which point that becomes our problem and not yours.
I think we're dealing with unfortunately a cross-sect issue at this point. Because if your leadership and my leadership are all kind of in bed together on some level, on the more intimate level, then higher ups on my end are going to definitely take ire against it.
Yeah, as far as you know, Hancock, the Prince and the Baron fucking hate each other.
Yes, but
Due to the information we have, we know that there are supposed to be 9. We only suspect 6. It's possible that the stalemate exists in limbo as it does because there's also people in the Sabbat. But we just don't have the way in to know for sure the same way.
well, I can pull
Frameworks.
things on my end and see what comes out on your end. Because if I tell the Prince something and then the Baron says the exact same thing, something that the Baron should not know.
Yeah.
Good point.
Now, or the reverse can be done too. You say something to the Baron, and then the Prince says something to me.
That's probably a little more doable.
Probably. Knowing the Prince, she would think she's the authority in any of the relationships she's in. Therefore, it would look odd if if things got had to go past the Baron from her perspective.
Yeah. Okay.
But
That's a plan. That's something that we can work with.
I like the idea of checking for the leaks in the pipes, so to
Mhm.
speak.
and that will give me more. Once we know which way it's all flowing, then we can really start pressuring and see where the pipe bursts, and then I can act. And then I can go to the Justin card and say, I've got proof. This is what's happened. This is how this is going down. You may want to do something about this.
Okay.
I think we've got the beginnings of a plan.
I agree.
Hooray.
Hooray, indeed.
This was productive.
Well, as for Willow,
Don't be mad at me, please.
well, I got conflicted feelings. You should be aware of that.
You two know that this is really gross, right?
We'll talk about it later.
But, as I said, Willow, door's open to you if you want.
Please, not in front of my friends.
Should establish some sort of line of communication.
I'm sure that's what he meant.
Willow
Got it.
can get in touch with me. That's not a problem. She just has to pick up the phone.
Oh, I love that.
God.
I love how passive aggressive that is. She's just like,
In
Yeah.
Willow's defense, there are some times when the phone is secondary.
yeah, I'm moving.
She's moving. It's very difficult for her.
Well,
Track
I
and
was
find
more
her.
talking about the fact that our haven just got fucking burned down, and there's a lot of stress, and sometimes you forget to check your messages.
Our haven
Yeah.
just got burned out. It's very stressful.
Very sad. I've got 4 of them.
Oh, look at me. My name is Hancock. I'm a
Guys,
big fucking
please.
ponce.
Guys, please, not now.
But I'll leave you.
Alex, please.
Sorry.
He stands up. He sort of dusts himself off, even though he doesn't have any dust on
God, I hate him so bad.
him.
Can we talk in
I'm-
your car?
I'm going to leave you kids to your evening and let you guys get settled in. Yes,
Well, thank
Willow?
you very much.
Can we talk?
And sincerely, I look forward to working with you on this.
And yeah,
I'm interested to see how much farther you all can get, because I think there's room for all of us to move up in the world at
And-
this point.
like Madison said, you know, we joke around, but sincerely from the bottom of my heart, I hate your fucking guts.
Alex! Alex!
Oh, right, sorry. I wasn't supposed to say that out loud. Anyway, I'm gonna go. Good
Damn
to see you,
it,
bruh.
man.
Good to see you, bruh.
I go out the front door.
Ugh.
Hey, so you're following him out, Willow?
Yeah, just like, oh. And as soon as we're out,
Yeah, as
sort
soon
of-
as you like open the front door, his mask goes on, so he looks like a normal dude.
can we get out of earshot for just a second? They're very perceptive.
Fine. And he'll pull out his phone and basically text the driver, and the driver will probably come up, and then we can get in the car.
All right. I am asking Victoria Ash for a favor.
Scott, who's Victoria Ash?
She is a big ass wig Toreador, who is sort of, she's kind of the Camarilla it girl. She doesn't have an official position, but she is instrumental to that Ashira alliance as well.
Okay, so she's a major influencer.
Major big player in the cam.
I'm asking for a favor. I think you'll have an easier time of getting someone's attention due to me asking.
What favor are you gonna ask?
And yeah, this is definitely why I didn't want to be around everyone else. I want her to call a Justicar.
Interesting.
I feel like the pressure from her and her people might be better.
But it gets a little funny up in the rarefied air up there. Remember, it's a tower after all.
It does. We saved her life.
Well, that'll do it. But it's not officially on the books, is it?
No, but we saved her life publicly, so it might as well be.
That's fair. The issue is, since she doesn't hold an actual position, somebody could pull the legality of it out from underneath her if there's enough pushback.
She has her spin game is on point. I'm sure she'll be able to figure it out.
I'm not too worried about her, but I'm a little offended that you want to go to her instead of working through me.
I was going to get to you too. I was going to tell you about this thing. I thought you'd be happy.
Sloppy seconds?
No, nothing like that. I'm sorry I didn't answer your text.
It's fine. We made progress, and I know you're okay.
It makes me happy to know that you were worried.
I really wish I could believe you. But because actions speak a hell of a lot louder than words.
I got to you.
Yeah. But regardless, let me know how that favor goes, and and I'll see what I can work on my end, and I'll let you all know if something comes down the pipeline.
And I'll tell you. I do mean everything I say in regards to I want to see you move up, and I want you to remember me when all of this is behind me.
Unfortunately, all this shit's never gonna be behind you.
Some of it will.
You gotta tote it around like a wagon.
Ugh.
Willow, I'd like to point out that according to what Alex has told you, you could drink from him without any consequences.
I don't know how to prove to you that I'm very serious about this. I didn't want to say this in front of them. I
know.
They don't know how. Sorry, they don't know how bad it is. They don't know how deep this is going. They didn't. And now they do.
Well, I'll think of something for you to do to prove to me.
I could think of something.
What?
I could think of something.
Oh, I can too. A few things off the top of my head. But right now, funny enough, I'm not in the mood.
Okay. My feelings are hurt.
Go back to your friends and your haven and figure out what the hell you're going to do with yourself. Well, I go start getting this ball rolling. And then maybe as things start escalating, you'll prove yourself to me. And then we'll be square again. If that's what you want.
More than anything.
I hope you can. I hope you're worthy then.
Worthy to be yours permanently?
I won't entertain that question just yet.
Keeping me at arm's length. Okay, fine. You can play hard to get. It's okay.
Oh, God.
Applying pressure.
He just looks to you like, I want you to leave now, like he's just moving his hand.
We're fighting now. We're having a fight. Oh no, this is how it all begins. This is how I left Salvador Garcia. The ball is rolling. All right. She eventually just sort of leaves in like a huff. She's just like, I can't believe this. I'm upset. In my Versace robe.
Yeah.
Bye.
The door closes and he gets his driver to go back so he can stew over what the hell's just happened.
Love it.
Yeah. Oh, the drama. Drink it up, bitch.
All right, so Hancock, you head back to the lands of the Ivory Tower, and we'll see you later.
Later, guys. Everyone, be good.
Bye.
All right, Willow, you come back into the house. What's the disposition of everyone else?
Cadence is just seething hatred. Just seething it.
Well,
I'm passive aggressive.
Madison's just kind of like,
I do hope he fucking becomes Archon. It makes target on his back that much bigger.
Yeah.
I really don't like him.
Yeah, that's what's so great about it, though.
Willow, I just, you're a young girl and you've got your whole life ahead of you and you could do so much better.
Oh, fuck, Mom. Okay.
Well, I can't help but love my little girl, that's all.
Oh, she didn't say that.
Well, she should have.
No, I was in the wrong. No.
Now it's just getting weird.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I'm feeling very upset.
Okay, all right. So that's a thing that just happened. I thought we were having a semi-decent night.
We still can.
All things considered, I mean.
I'm actually this isn't an admission that I feel great about what we did, because I do feel okay about what we did now. I can suddenly remember why I wanted to fuck over Hancock. I lost it for a little bit there. I was like, why was I doing that again? And it's back. Oh, it's because I hate him.
I'm really glad that you've been able to find.
But
Thank
it's
you
so
for coming
good.
back to us.
It's just so satisfying to hate him and like be around him while hating him. It's
I've
He's
always
pretty fun to hate.
Yeah.
I mean,
love
I
it.
don't like hating him. Like, honestly, there's some people where it's fun. No, I just straight up want him gone. Like, I enjoy no part of this at all.
I see. Yeah. It's just me then. Yeah.
No, I'm with you.
No, I get it totally. I understand.
Yeah, it's great. Like, I can't wait to take everything from him and hold it in my hands. And then, God, I just.
Okay, all right, hold on now.
No, I like it. Please continue. It's great.
I don't know.
Hmm.
It's just so good. He has no idea that it was us.
None.
He really doesn't.
And it's so fucking good. Oh, I can't wait to tell him one day. But only when he can't like crush my head like an orange.
Right.
How about when I've got my claws through his
Yeah.
chest?
That's it. That's what I wanted. That's what I wanted this whole fucking time.
Oh,
And
it
I
is
remember why.
so good to hear you say that.
Oh,
It's welcome home, darling. At risk of being called your mother again, let's steer the conversation back to a central topic, and that is that do we believe that Baron Tran is working with this cult, or do we believe that he is a puppet of the prince?
Totally.
I
mean,
think he's with the cult.
can both not be true?
That is also a thing.
They can be, but I just want to. My only fear is that if we take this big gamble on there being a cross-sect thing, and we're gonna get them in trouble with the higher ups, and then it turns out that no, Tran is just weak, and the prince has a spell on him or something. We not only look foolish, but we look very, very dead when those higher ups come and are angry that we called them here.
Well, we're just gonna have to spin a real good case and do some real good digging.
I like to dig.
It'll be fine. We don't want to necessarily. The way I see it is this: Tran's got to go either way.
It does, absolutely.
So, if it turns out that he is actually, in federato with this cult, then all the better. But even if he's just an idiot, he has to go.
Well, I think there's very little doubt in the minds of any of us assembled here that he is, in fact, a moron.
Yes.
So here's a thought, and forgive me because a lot's been going on these past nights. So if this is a thing that has been addressed yet, or a dot that has been connected, but are we thinking? Wait, no, never mind. We are totally thinking that because the cult that Madison. Wait, no. Sorry, my brain is like fried.
No, it makes perfect sense. We understand.
So are we thinking? So we've got this Methuselah cult, and then we've got these Southern lords that are starting to do shit. Are those maybe the ones the cult is worshiping? Is that a connection that we've made, or?
I think it's very likely.
There's no proof, but my gut says it's pretty probable.
Okay, well, we know where one of those lords is hiding, and that's in the head of Mr. Alex's idiot sire. So.
Probably.
I actually know where another one is.
Oh,
Oh, this is news.
Well, it's totally conjecture at this point. But I think I don't know their names. I'm not as up on the cult lingo as you, ne'er-do-wells. But the woman from the house. Do you remember her?
Sister Lynn?
Is that a name? The one
Which women from which house? We've been in a lot of houses with a lot of women.
The woman from the house the very first night we came.
Oh, those creepy, like, string puppet.
Those are the ones.
Oh,
Yeah.
God, why'd you have to remind me?
I mean, you're probably not off base in thinking that they have something to do with it.
So don't be mad. But there was a fifth contributor to the cup.
Uh-huh.
How?
The cup was ritually prepared.
okay.
We're
What?
under something's protection, someone's protection, and I don't know why, but in
Why
my...
did- Why?
Hmm?
Why wouldn't that be something that you would say before we?
I didn't know before. I didn't know until after, and right after, Hancock showed up and tried to bang my daughter / murder us all. I don't know.
Why the fuck would you say that aloud? Why would you fucking say that? Fucking haunted.
How do you think we've been feeling this whole time?
I'm so sorry.
It's all right. It's all
I'm
right.
so
Look,
sorry.
it's all right. We'll always forgive you because we love you and we're glad that you've come home
I
to us.
didn't. I didn't know what I was saying. I wasn't myself. I'm so sorry.
And we blame him for that and not you. But as I was saying, we're under the protection of someone now, or at least there's an additional magical effect that occurred based on that cup. And my assumption is that it is the presence feels female to me, and
Okay.
I think it might be connected to one of these great lords.
That's quite possible, but I can think of another feminine possibility, he says, looking at
I'm not going to
Cadence
think
holds up her
out that.
claws.
I'm not thinking that because we've already committed heresy and I can't commit any more heresy today. I'm full up on heresy. I checked my heresy card and it's fucking full, Madison.
You already fucking started it. Goddamn.
Well, I did the light heresy.
Just go all the fucking way.
I
Salad?
didn't realize
if,
that you
if,
were on a
if,
diet.
if
I'm
that,
sorry.
if that is, wait, does that make me like heretical by nature, even if I didn't want to be? And she says she's
Oh.
looking at her claws.
Oh, very much so. I can't believe you've shown that to Hancock. If Hancock wanted you dead, all he'd have to do is tell the Justicarian about that.
I mean, he has no idea where these came from. He just knows they're weird fucking claws.
Alex, I'd like you to roll a wits academics for me, please.
Oh, that is a very high roll for me. Oh, okay.
I
like
mean-
it when I get a good roll.
All I'm fucking saying is that these claws are all out of the bag anyway. What with that, with Miss Ash's party. So
Yeah.
why fucking hide them at this point?
I'm
I got
inclined to
6
agree.
successes.
Okay, so your brain is piecing together all sorts of information, and as you are doing so, sort of as the pinball bounces from places to place, you remember a couple of things. Something very recent of your sister telling you that she made Archbishop Montenegro give you that cup.
Right, okay.
The runes were Vedic, and your sister's of the same blood that you are.
Mm.
Oh, that's
Oh
good.
no, it's a whole different. Oh, so yeah, he'll think about it for a second as you guys are, talking, and then he'll like, oh.
You want to share with the class there, buddy?
All right, I think no, I don't think it's one of Methuselah cultists. Now that I think about it, I don't think it's one of the Methuselah cultists that is offering us a protection. I think it's an entirely different Methuselah.
Oh, well, isn't that
awesome.
fantastic? Which one?
Have I ever told you the story? I know it's a great story. The story of my great mini. I'm just gonna say great a lot. Grandsire.
Oh, right. She's the one, cause you did that thing with the breaking the blood bond with the Malkavian, and you mentioned a little bit about it then.
Yeah. So she. I'm sorry, guys. I have to actually look her name up because I have.
It's real
Vicentasana?
hard to say.
Vicentasana. Vicentasana. So Vicentasana was. She was Sabbat at one point, not unlike me. And also, she eventually left that sect, not unlike me, while keeping some of the general ideologies of the sect intact. Anyway, I'm saying I don't fall far from the tree. But my sister gave me this cup, and that's very interesting to me because my sister is in the Black Hand. My sister's playing a game, and I don't know what it is. But I definitely feel the touch of Vicentasana on all of this.
Well, she did help you with that one thing.
Yeah, she's taken a keen interest in this, and that's sort of terrifying, really.
Amongst other things.
Right,
But
and
I mean, it's not a bad alternative. I would prefer that over something else.
well, I can tell you that from all of the great mega elders I've ever encountered in reading, Vicentasana is probably the one that has our best interests at heart the most, which is not at all to say that she has our best interests at heart. Only that she's more likely than the others. Chaos is sort of her entire bag.
Got
Yeah.
And because of that, that means that she does tend to be more protective of young ones like us. And I bet she would love the movement.
Sounds like my type of lady.
I'll have to introduce you sometime. You'd love her. She's great.
Okay.
I've never met her.
Yeah, I figured.
I have a feeling we're going to meet her at some point.
I also feel
Cadence
that
stares
way.
at her claws again, amongst other famous myth people.
I don't feel comfortable about that at all, and I frankly wish you'd stop bringing it up because it terrifies me, and
Yeah, well, you know what? I have to live with it on a daily basis, so the fuck do you. It's only fair.
She's got you on that.
I guess this is what family deals with.
Yeah, no, like, I don't want to be the chosen one of potentially, like,
Hold on a second.
great-granddaddy's ex.
Hold on a second. Hold on.
Oh
I'm
god.
holding.
What tangent did I start now?
Oh,
I'm
fuck.
held.
Oh, shit, I just figured the whole thing out.
Oh, yeah?
Why we're here, I get it.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
This cult of these Methuselahs, right? Holy shit, how did we not see this before?
Did he take acid while I was outside?
Absolutely, but that's not what it is. All
When?
right. No, look. Okay, look. We all sort of randomly got put here, right? None of us really understands why we were sent here. We were all told something vague, like, go and fix Atlanta. Right, but why us? All of us were thinking that. Why? What did we do?
I mean, I volunteered, but I don't know about the rest of you folks.
But
Did it get back in good graces?
sure. But every single one of us has been chosen by a Methuselah as their champion.
No, I can't
Oh,
recall having any Methuselah choosing me. You guys, though.
Well, I mean, is Lilith actually a vampire? Because I don't...
I don't think it's Lilith. I think we're barking up the wrong tree on that. Look, you've got this great extra earthly power that is backing you, has put these claws in you.
Well...
I've got Vicentasana breathing down my neck and protecting us all. Madison has the Stag Lord giving him unbelievable powers at certain moments. Willow, just because we haven't seen it yet doesn't mean that it's not there.
I'm not buying it, Alex. But yeah.
You think you're the one among us who doesn't have some strange, super powerful being backing her.
Yes.
That does not scan.
Okay, can I raise an objection here?
Certainly, of course.
Okay, so part of the nature, I guess, of my gift right here is that it is sort of inherently tied to, I guess, spirits and that section of the world, which, as far as I know, our kind doesn't have a lot of influence over or control or really any hands in that pot. So it makes
Coldunic
me...
sorcery is based entirely on communicating.
What the fuck is that?
It's a kind of magic that some of the members of the Sabbat have, and it's based entirely on communicating with spirits.
Okay. Sure, but how would that come from a living person? That's how I got these. I got these because I was in a spot where a mage was, and that's what caused this. It wasn't interaction with any of our types.
Hold on. Here's what I need everybody to do. We're onto something here. We are. I know it. What I need everyone to do... Hold on. 1 second. Do you have any paint, Willow?
I have like makeup, I guess.
Could you bring me all your makeup for a second?
Okay. She goes to her bedroom and gets like a little box. Here's some of it.
Cool. I'm gonna
Please don't put it on the ground. I beg of you.
God, I'm gonna take all of that makeup, and I am going to take the cup and run my fingers on the inside of the cup and get all of the remnants of our blood that I can, and I'm gonna mix it into that makeup, and I'm gonna take that clumpy mixture and I'm gonna throw it onto the wall, and then I'm gonna Eyes of Chaos it.
Okay, you're using premonition.
Yeah,
that's
premonition.
Okay.
I want to see how all of these things are tied together.
Okay. Make a rouse check first.
Okay.
What the
I
fuck?
succeeded.
I'm trying to move out.
I'll put some broken glass in there too.
Oh yeah, good time.
Can't you just like
it's in
have your
there.
people clean this place up after you're out? Don't you have like folks who do that?
Yeah, like I just really don't want people touching my personal things.
Well, after you move out, you get all your shit out and you leave the place a total fucking mess, and then they come and they do the sanitizing.
Okay, so
Yeah,
how'd that rouse check go for you, Alex?
I succeeded.
Succeeded. Okay, then resolve plus aspects.
Okie dokie. Resolve plus aspects. I'm gonna go ahead and spin a willpower. I really want this roll to succeed.
You spend a willpower to re-roll after you've
To
rolled.
re-roll.
Yeah.
Okay.
You re-roll 3 normal dice after you've rolled. So make the
Well,
resolve.
then let me do that
Yeah.
because I did not succeed as well as I would have liked to
Okay.
have.
You re-roll 3 normal dice.
Okay, so I got a total of 4 successes.
4 successes. Okay. So, yeah, you all see Alex do this. He just throws this bloody clump of makeup onto the wall, and then just sort of like starts to stare at it. And what you see Atlanta. But it's also a crucible. Like, it's both of the city and like this piece of industrial machinery that heats and forges and paths. And flowing out from that crucible down Highway 75, that molten forged steel flows to another city that is Gehenna. Like, the road sign says Gehenna this way.
Gehenna, Illinois.
Yeah, absolutely. And you see in both cities, you see the shapes in the clouds as like the storm is coming. And the shapes in the clouds are throwing down lightning here, hail there, blowing through the trees there. And the people sometimes get caught up in that. Sometimes it helps, sometimes it hurts. but they're all on the road from one city to the other. And that's what you see.
So he's gonna stare at it for a second, and he's gonna kind of reach up and wipe pieces off here and there, and all of a sudden, all that energy that he's had just drains out of him, and he's gonna kind of, when he comes back into, while you guys are complaining about the wall, he's gonna just sit on the floor.
So what
Hey there.
do you feel like you did it? Do you feel like you did it?
I didn't see what I was hoping to see. I saw something else.
Yeah.
Sorry?
It's not just Atlanta. It's everywhere.
Okay.
What is?
These problems that we're experiencing in Atlanta right now. Go to Chicago. There's something there like it. It's not going to be the same. It's not going to be this specific scenario, but it's going to be similar in scope. There's going to be a team of plucky young supernaturals of some kind, or maybe even just people fighting some seemingly unknowable fight against the forces of darkness and evil. You go to New York or LA, Sydney, Australia, you go to Egypt, go to London, it's always going to be the same. There's always going to be that thing. It's everywhere. And it's all leading to the same place.
Witches. It's leading to.
Whatever happens with the elders when they went away, it's not over yet. This is all part of that.
Well,
Okay.
Well.
So I don't really understand exactly yet how we are connected to it. I'm going to keep looking at that and trying to figure that out. I don't know if we're supposed to stop it or speed it on its way.
well,
don't think we-
I'm hoping stop because I got a vested interest in not having the entire world reduced to ash. So,
I don't know if we can stop it.
well, we can at least give it hell.
I mean, I'm down with that. But that's why it's so, that's why I have a Malkavian Mega Elder backing me in this play, and you have whatever the hell gave you those claws on your side. And I was right in that each one of us is backed by some very powerful mover. I was wrong in what their aims are.
And I think that we also got to consider that it's probably not just, you know, kindred folk who are caught up in this.
Absolutely not.
I'm gonna go talk with someone from the Lupines later this week, hopefully, to see what their take on all of this is.
I wonder if some of the best people to talk to right now might not be the fair folk.
But we'll figure it out.
We
Okay.
might not figure it out.
We'll figure
Cadence.
something out.
We may not. We may all die horribly, and this may just not work out.
Yeah, but we have to assume it's not going to turn out that way.
It hasn't so far, so I think you're probably right.
If it's going to turn out that way no matter what we do, then
There are
that's how it
forces-
is.
Their force is definitely helping us. I just don't understand what they're doing. For instance, why he points to the middle of his forehead. This, I don't understand why that happened, or who did that.
Well, that might have been... I guess there's really no point in speculating, huh?
I mean, this is gonna sound weird because it was really weird for me, but I mean, that Malk over in the Cam Nut Church, he had some insight about my claws. Maybe he'll have some insight about that. I'm sure you'd love to take a look at it.
We can't let anyone in the camp know about what's happened to Alex in that respect.
They will stop everything they are doing to kill me. And kill all of you too.
Oh, okay. Fair enough then.
Yeah, well, we're gonna keep that real quiet, like, and under your hat.
Like, it's a good idea, but they have extremely archaic views on the matter.
Seriously, get a
Fair
hat.
enough.
Seriously.
Seriously, just get a hat.
Do you want a hat? It's a
No.
It's a Sean Paul hat. You can have it. It's from the '90s. It's authentic.
I desperately want that, yes. Look, I'm gonna have to spend some time over the next, over our next down period, trying to figure out what all these connections are.
Yeah,
That's
it's fine.
fine. And I think a couple of us gotta see. And she looks at Willow about getting some new places to stay.
Yeah.
I've already have some places scouted out on Zillow. I had been looking into this kind of stuff a while back, and yeah. I think I'm gonna move across the street from my old ex. I think it's gonna be really fun. We're gonna have a good time.
You and you know that we care deeply about you and we're very proud of you, but you have such bad taste in men.
It's not true. Salvador's a nice guy.
Salvador was here for 35 minutes and he almost got you killed.
I mean, that's just like the Salvador experience, so
You know I just worry about you, Peanut.
don't ever call me Peanut.
I think it's adorable.
I fucking hate
I'm gonna have to
that.
go with Willow. Please don't ever call her or anyone else Peanut.
I am haunted by what you've said to me tonight. Well, I need to finish packing because I'm moving tomorrow.
Okay. Oh. Before I forget, on that note, Willow, can I steal some of your sticky notes?
Yeah, sure.
All right.
Take whatever you want. Do you want clothes? Like, what do you want?
No, I just need some sticky notes so I can write shit down for you guys.
Oh, cool, okay.
She's out of makeup. There's none for you
I
to
mean,
take.
this box is done. Yeah, I'm gonna go out and say that it's this box in particular. She just gets a trash bag and then takes the box and the fucking empty tubes and shit and just fucking throws it with like a very aggressive overhand into a trash bag. It's done. It's gone. I've moved on from this
All right.
makeup. I'm a
Kate-
different person.
Cadence is gonna grab a few sticky notes. She doesn't care if they have stuff written on them in a pencil. And she's going to write down a phone number. She's going to hand it to all of you.
What's this?
Okay, so if for some reason you cannot get a hold of me, for whatever reason, that is my younger brother's number.
All right.
Okay?
Cool.
And the only reason I am telling you this is because Alex gave us all magic blood bondy shit. So I trust that you will not reveal the existence of this particular person to anyone. Am I clear? It is an
Okay.
emergency only thing.
Gotcha.
When you say that it's an emergency only thing, are you saying if we can't get in touch with you, get him out of the city, or?
First see if he knows where I am, and then if I am missing, get him someplace safe.
Absolutely. I think in the coming nights there are some people that I feel similarly about that I may
Okay.
share with you.
All right. Cool.
I'm not ready to give. Oh, I sent mine away, so.
Oh, that's what was going on here earlier.
Oh.
I'm not willing to. Not gonna let her get caught on fire. Fuck.
Well, that's fair.
She doesn't
No.
deserve that. She's a good kid.
Yeah, no, I understand.
Yeah, I'm gonna be weird for the foreseeable future.
We wouldn't
with
have you
her.
any other way.
With her gone. You know, curse stuff.
Right.
Just so you know. Alright. She's gonna keep packing. She's gonna keep packing all of her shit.
Yeah, Madison, you get some results back from your Zillow searches. regarding places to relocate to.
Excuse me, Zillow.
Yeah, sure, whatever.
I'm using a bespoke
Trulia.
realtor service. Thank you.
Way to show
Fair
us all
enough.
up.
Hey, so Alex is going to start actually helping Willow
Mm-hmm.
and like not being a goofball about it and not being flippant, because now he feels kind of bad now that he understands what actually happened in his little cutesy parade earlier. So he is like genuinely, you can kind of get the sense that he doesn't really know how to apologize for being kind of a goof all the time. So he's just like, well, where do you want me to put this thing? I can wrap it in newspaper.
We're gonna, yeah, just wrap it in newspaper, and we'll just put everything in the living room so the movers can come and get it. Yeah, and you guys can help and see all of her weird memorabilia from LA in the 90s. You guys want to see a real, authentic machete Salvador Garcia used to cut a bitch's head off? It's in there. It's in a box.
That's actually fucking dope, though.
That's pretty dope.
Yeah, she's 100% willing to show off like her 90s gangster shit from when she rolled with El Hermanidad. There's a lot of it. It's probably important to some people. Some people would be like, oh, that's dope as shit. And she's just like, yeah, it's in a box.
So as you guys are continuing to help Willow clean up and pack up and all that, you do begin to feel the beginning tugs of the sun start to affect all of you.
I'm gonna sleep on my floor bed.
I mean, I'm down with that.
Yep, me too.
Okay, well, if everyone else wants to have a sleepover, I guess fine.
Yeah, I have red satin sheets. They're dope.
What better way for us to all bond?
I am
Further.
not. I am
Oh.
not sharing a bed with any of you.
Whoa,
Whoa.
dude, that's not what I said.
It's highly
You should
inappropriate.
I was just gonna say I could braid your hair.
You're not touching my hair either.
She doesn't
Okay.
like having her hair touched. She doesn't
Jeez.
like that. Well,
Well,
it's
she's
better
talking
make-
about sheets, and then you're talking about bonding, and I'm going
No,
to.
I'm sorry. You're not my type, Cadence. I
Have
mean,
you guys ever
maybe
seen
a
Muppet
little.
Treasure Island?
No.
Yes.
Okay. Well, that movie's great. So
What the fuck are you saying? What the fuck are you suggesting?
I think he's saying he wants us to all watch Muppets and fall asleep together in a big pile, like some sort of sappy pile of losers.
No,
Right.
I'd rather have Cadence cut off my fucking head.
listen, I'm just saying this will probably be the last night where we're not imperiling ourselves actively for a while. So why not watch Muppet Treasure Island?
Very quietly from my backpack, the theme to Full House starts to play.
Okay, Cadence. My neck is right here. You know what you have to do.
Whatever.
Down.
I am going to go find a bathroom and curl up in the tub.
Yeah, sleep in my tub.
Peace.
It's nice.
All right, yeah. So you all make your various arrangements in Willow's nightmare house.
Yeah.
And the sun does make its way over the horizon, lulling you all into the sleep of the dead. And
We did it.
What
like
did we do?
the last sort of thoughts that flow through your heads before you fade entirely is that it feels right to just be together and be in the same house together. Like you can't whatever like the true person inside feels, you can't help but also feel this is right, this is good, this is safe. They've got my back. And that's where we'll end it for the night.
Hell yeah.
Yay.
You done Valdered up. I'm so
We
proud.
did it.
Good.
Yeah. Oh man, that was rough. Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and end it for the night. Thank you all for playing. Watchers,
Always.
thank you all for watching. I'd like to absolutely thank all of my patrons, especially Miss Mo Ferrer, Mr. David Haddad, Mr. Eric Ramos, and Mr. Michael Tyson, who are my $5 patrons, and I love you. And yeah, if you want to support the show, by all means visit our Patreon at patreon.com/simulacrastudios. If you want to subscribe on Twitch, do it with your Prime, because that's just, free, essentially. Or give bits to the channel. It's great. I love it all. Give me that money. I love it. We've been making some upgrades in the studio and trying to make it better for everything, trying to get the other shows up in line. So anything that you could do to help us out to do that will improve the quality of all of our content across the board. But thank everyone for coming. I love playing with you guys. It's a great game, and we will see you all in 2 weeks.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Could I do a plug? Oh, sorry.
I had us on the patron card. Yeah, by all means, plug. I forgot about that.
Okay, all right. So, this is not a plug for myself. This is a plug for one of my friends,
Okay.
who also has a Patreon. His name is Brian French. He is a photographer. He does awesome work, including he's done a lot of really good Vampire the Masquerade shoots with me.
Ooh.
So if y'all could check him out, his website is bjfrenchphoto.com. And he also has a Patreon, which I don't have the link to right now, but I'm sure I can furnish Scott with that.
You
in the
can
future.
absolutely do that. And I will put them in the links to all the stuff. But anyway, but yeah, so anybody else have anything they want to plug there?
No.
I do.
Okay, oh yeah, that's right, James.
And I've sort of briefly mentioned this before, but for the past 2 years, my brother and I have been working on a horror RPG, a horror tabletop RPG, sort of in the vein of Call of Cthulhu, but with a specific focus on mental illness and how it functions, and how a person with mental illness functions in stressful situations. It's called The Midnight World. The principal writing on the book is done. We should be ready to kickstart by summer. And we're sort of building our audience now. We're doing a lot of really great playtesting. You can find out more about our game on the Facebook page, which you just search The Midnight World. We're right there. You can also find us online, but go to the Facebook page because the URL is a little long for the online, and you can find our online presence from there.
But yeah, no, and we'll have links to that. And I've got this awesome gaming studio space. If you ever want to do a streamed game of it,
just as soon as we get to the point where we've got some legal stuff out of the way to ensure that we're protected, we absolutely would love to partner with you to do a stream that people can watch.
Yeah, good, no problem. Just let me know when you want to do that, and we'll eager to host you. Mo, Dylan, anything you want to plug?
No, I haven't been doing a lot lately.
Oh.
No.
No, I'm good.
All right. Well, I'm gonna plug for you. Come to HE next month if you can make it down.
I'm not gonna plug my fucking Popper LARP on the
I'm
stream.
gonna fucking plug it for you. Fucking do it. Look it up. It's great.
A what?
Yeah. Anyway, all right. Well, we'll see you guys next week. We're coming up on the night in question, so I need to look at the schedule about where that's gonna fit. But definitely look into that. But anyway, all right. Finally, we're out. Sorry. Good night, guys.
Fuck Nazis.
There we go.